God has already spoken over your life, and tonight is the night that you will see the manifestation of what He has promised. Your journey has not been in vain. Through the trials, the tests, the long nights of uncertainty, God has been with you, leading you, strengthening you. You may have doubted at times, you may have questioned whether this moment would ever come, but now you stand at the threshold of a divine breakthrough. You see, the key to unlocking what's rightfully yours has always been within you. It was never about your circumstances or the people around you. It was always about your ability to believe in the unseen, to trust in the voice that speaks to your heart, even when the world tells you it's impossible. Tonight, that belief will be rewarded. God has already decreed it. His word cannot fail. His promises are sure. And right now, at this very moment, you are stepping into the fullness of what He has promised you. You have passed the test. The storm you've weathered has been preparation. The battles you've fought, the pain you've endured, and the patience you've learned, all of it has shaped you into who you are today. And today, the door of opportunity swings wide open. You are no longer the person you were yesterday. The person who doubted, the person who feared, the person who struggled. Tonight, you will see the fruit of your perseverance. What you've asked for is on its way, but it is not just what you've asked for. It is more than that. It is what you've become in the process. You have learned how to trust when there was no reason to, how to believe when the world told you it was foolish. And that trust, that unwavering faith, has positioned you for the blessing that is coming tonight. The world may not see it yet, but in the realm of the Spirit has already been done. God has already prepared the way. What was once invisible is about to become visible. The doors that seem closed will swing wide open. The people who seem to block your path will begin to clear the way. The very things that were meant to break you will now become the stepping stones for your promotion. You are chosen. You have been set apart for such a time as this. And as you stand on the edge of what is about to unfold, do not let fear or doubt creep in. What is coming is not too much for you. It is exactly what you've been prepared for. You will not fail. You will not fall short. You will rise, and you will rise higher than you've ever dreamed. Your reward is not just in the physical things that are coming, but in the peace, the joy, and the unwavering confidence in knowing that God has never let you down, and He never will. So stand firm tonight. Stand in expectation. Stand in faith. Your reward is here. It is not just a promise for the future. It is a reality for tonight. You've passed the test, and now the manifestation of everything you have believed in is about to unfold. You are ready. The time is now. You have made it through what many would have considered impossible. The trials that once seemed insurmountable now serve as proof of your strength, your resilience, and your unwavering belief. It wasn't always easy, was it? The tears, the heartache, the days when you felt alone. But now you understand something profound. It was all a part of the process. Each struggle, each challenge was shaping you into the person you needed to become in order to carry the weight of the blessing that is coming your way. Tonight, your reward is coming. You've been chosen for this. This isn't a coincidence or random happenstance. You were always meant to stand in this moment to experience this divine unfolding. The very things you've longed for, prayed for, and believed in are now entering your life. Not because of anything you've done to earn them, but because you have trusted God in the silence, in the waiting, and in the storm. When you were uncertain, God was sure. When you couldn't see the path ahead, He already had it paved. When your heart grew weary, His strength carried you. And now, as you stand on the cusp of this incredible reward, know that all of heaven is rejoicing with you. You are not stepping into this moment alone. God is with you, guiding you, and filling you with His power and His grace. As you reflect on your journey, consider how far you've come. There was a time when you doubted you would even make it this far. The challenges seemed too great, the opposition too strong, yet here you are, stronger, wiser, and more grounded in your faith than ever before. Those very obstacles that were meant to break you have only served to build you. They have refined your character, deepened your trust in God, and elevated your spiritual awareness. You see, it's not just about the material blessings that are coming. It's about the transformation that has taken place in your heart, mind, and spirit. You've learned to stand firm in the midst of chaos. You've learned to believe even when the evidence suggested otherwise. You've learned to speak things into existence, to declare that what God has promised He will bring to pass. And now you will see it. You will see what has been spoken over your life. You will see the manifestation of everything you believed and hoped for. There's a reason why tonight is so significant. It's not just another night. It's the night that God has ordained for your breakthrough. It's the moment when the heavens open and pour down the blessings you've been waiting for. It's the moment when your prayers are answered, when your dreams are realized, when your heart is filled with the joy and peace that only God can give. You have been faithful in the small things, and now God is about to reward you with greater things. Your obedience, your perseverance, your trust in Him have positioned you for this. This is not a reward you could have earned by your own strength or effort. It's a divine reward, a manifestation of God's grace, mercy, and love for you. His timing is perfect, and tonight His timing is unfolding in your life. You might be wondering how it will all happen. How will the doors open? How will the blessings pour in? Understand this: when God moves, He moves in ways you cannot predict. He is not bound by time, space, or circumstances. What may seem impossible to the natural eye is easy for God. He has already made a way for you, a way that will surpass your expectations. As you stand in faith, know that God is already moving behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail of your life for your good. If something you need to understand in this moment, the reward that is coming is not just for you alone. It is meant to bless others, to show others the power of God's love and grace. You were chosen not just for your own blessing, but to be a beacon of hope and light to those around you. Your victory will inspire others to believe that they too can overcome. Your testimony will serve as proof that nothing is impossible for God, that no matter how dark the season, joy comes in the morning. This is your moment of elevation. You are stepping into a new chapter of your life, a chapter where God's promises are no longer just words spoken over you, but are now manifesting in your reality. You are being elevated to a higher level. Your dreams are no longer distant hopes, but tangible realities that you can touch, see, and experience. This is the reward for your faithfulness, for your trust, for your unwavering belief that God will fulfill His promises. And even as you step into this new season, understand that your journey is far from over. This is not the end, this is just the beginning. What God has in store for you is greater than anything you could have imagined. The reward you're receiving tonight is only a taste of what's to come. As you continue to walk in faith, continue to trust, continue to believe, God will take you from glory to glory. He will lead you to places you never thought possible, opening doors that no man can shut and pouring out blessings that will overflow. The best part is that you are ready for it. You have passed the test. You have proven that you can handle the blessing that is coming your way. God does not give to those who are unprepared. He does not pour out His promises on those who are not ready to receive them. But you are ready, your heart is open, your faith is strong, and your mind is aligned with God's purpose for your life. You are prepared for this divine manifestation. The reward you will receive tonight is not just something that will add to your life, it will change your life. It will transform you in ways that only God can. Your understanding of what is possible will shift. Your perspective will expand. You will no longer look at the world through the same eyes. You will see the world through God's eyes. And you will begin to realize that nothing is impossible for you. Your reward is not just the manifestation of your desires. It is the realization that you are a co-creator with God, that what you speak, believe, and trust in will come to pass. You are walking in divine alignment with your purpose, and tonight, that alignment will bear fruit. So as this night unfolds, hold on to the truth that God has spoken over your life. Hold on to the promise that He has made. Tonight is your night. The manifestation of all that you have believed in is happening. What you've been waiting for is coming to pass. Your faith has made you whole. Your trust in God has opened the floodgates of heaven. You are chosen, and tonight your reward is being poured out in abundance. Stand firm in the knowledge that this is just the beginning, and what is coming is far greater than you could have ever imagined. You are on the precipice of something extraordinary, and it will happen tonight. Tonight, the divine plan is coming into full motion. You've endured, you've believed, and now the heavens are aligning to bring the reward that you've been patiently waiting for. All of the struggles, all the heartache, all the challenges you faced, none of it was in vain. It was all leading to this moment. You passed the test. You've been proven worthy of what is about to unfold. As you stand here at this moment in time, know that everything is in place for your blessing, for your reward. The wait, the long seasons of not knowing, the periods where you felt uncertain and wondered if it would ever happen, have all been part of your preparation. It may have felt like nothing was changing, like you were standing still while the world moved around you, but God was working behind the scenes. You may not have seen it, but He was moving in ways you couldn't comprehend. Every step you took, every moment you stood in faith, even when it seemed impossible, was setting the stage for what is to come tonight. The victory that you are about to experience was already secured in the spiritual realm long before you ever saw the evidence of it in your physical world. Tonight is a manifestation. It's the realization of everything you believed for, the dreams that once felt distant, the promises you once held on to in the quiet moments, the prayers you whispered in the stillness of your heart. Tonight, they all come to fruition. You are stepping into the fullness of what God has for you. This is the moment you've been prepared for, and you are ready. You have been chosen to receive, and the heavens are pouring down blessings just for you. The reward you are about to receive is not just material, it's also spiritual. It's a gift of peace, a deeper understanding, and a newfound clarity that will illuminate every area of your life. The manifestation that is unfolding is not just about what you can see, but what you can feel, what you can know in your spirit. God is giving you a deeper connection, a stronger relationship with Him that will lead you through every season of life with a sense of purpose and direction that you've never known before. When you look back at where you've come from, remember this: you passed through the fire and it has refined you. The trials you've experienced were not meant to break you, but to strengthen you, to purify you, to prepare you for the greatness that is now at your doorstep. The pain you felt, the tears you've shed, were not wasted. They were part of your spiritual growth. And now you stand here, ready to receive everything that God has prepared for you. And now you stand here, ready to receive everything that God has prepared for you. This is not just your reward. It's the reward for your faith, for your endurance, for your trust in God, even when you couldn't see the way ahead. What you are stepping into tonight is more than just a blessing. It is a divine alignment. It is the perfect convergence of your faith, your actions, and God's timing. You see, this isn't just about receiving something material, it's about receiving the fullness of God's plan for your life. The path you've walked, the journey you've taken, has been leading you to this moment. Your faith has been the compass, and God has been guiding you every step of the way. And as you step into this reward, you need to remember one thing: this is just the beginning. Tonight is not the culmination of your journey, it is the next step. You are being elevated to a new level. The blessings you will receive tonight will open doors to even greater blessings, greater opportunities, and greater understanding. This is the beginning of a new chapter, one that is filled with God's favor and His grace. This reward is not the end of the story. It is the foundation upon which your future will be built. You may not see it all yet, but as you continue to walk in faith, continue to trust in God's plan, you will see how everything fits together perfectly. The dreams you've carried in your heart for so long will start to take shape in ways that will astound you. What you thought was impossible will become a reality. What you thought was out of reach will now be within your grasp. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is here, and it will unfold before your very eyes. But this reward, this manifestation is not just for you, it's for those around you too. You are not only receiving this blessing to enjoy it for yourself, it is meant to be a testimony of God's goodness, a witness to His power and His grace. As you step into this reward, others will see the power of God's hand at work in your life. Your testimony will serve as a beacon of hope for those who are still waiting, still wondering if their time will come. You will be a living example of God's faithfulness, and through you, others will be encouraged to keep believing, to keep pressing forward, to keep trusting. You are being elevated for a reason. This reward is not just for your personal benefit, it is for the glory of God. You have been chosen to carry His light, to share His love, and to be a witness to the world of His faithfulness. Your reward is a reflection of His goodness, and as you receive it, know that it is meant to be shared. As you are blessed, others will be blessed by your story, your faith, and your testimony. You have passed through the fire, and you are now stepping into your reward. The journey has been long, but the rewards are great. God has seen your faithfulness, your perseverance, and your trust, and now He is honoring that with His blessing. Your reward is here, and it will not be withheld. It is coming to you tonight. What you have asked for is already on its way. What you have believed for is being manifest in your life right now. The wait is over. As you stand in this moment, remember, you are not just receiving a blessing for yourself. You are receiving it for the glory of God. You are stepping into a new season of favor, of abundance, of divine alignment. This is the moment where everything changes. What once seemed impossible will now be made possible. The doors that once seemed closed will now open wide. The mountains that once stood in your way will now be moved. Tonight you are walking into the manifestation of everything you have prayed for. This is not just about receiving what you've asked for, it's about receiving the fullness of God's plan for your life. You are stepping into a new dimension of favor, of purpose, and of destiny. What God has in store for you is greater than anything you could have imagined, and tonight you will see it begin to unfold before your eyes. The reward you receive tonight is not the end of the story, it is the beginning of something even greater. As you receive, as you step into this moment of divine manifestation, know that this is just the beginning of the journey. What is coming is greater than anything you have ever dreamed, and you are ready to walk in it. You have been chosen for this moment, and you will not be denied. The doors are opening, the way is being made, and your reward is here. You've made it through seasons of uncertainty, and now the moment has come for your reward. The divine clock is ticking, and every second of your journey, every prayer you've whispered in quiet moments, has been building up to this point. Every step you've taken in faith, no matter how small, has led you closer to this manifestation. The reward you are about to receive is not just about the fulfillment of your desires, it is the completion of a divine purpose. Tonight, you are being positioned to receive not only a personal blessing, but also a message of hope for those who are still waiting for their breakthrough. God sees you. He sees every tear you've shed, every sacrifice you've made, and every moment you've walked in faith when it seemed like nothing was changing. And tonight, in His perfect timing, He is bringing the manifestation of His promises into your life. You are not being rewarded for your ability to see the outcome, but for your unwavering trust in Him. The reward is a testament to your obedience, your surrender, and your commitment to walk in His light, even when the path was unclear. It was your faith that moved mountains, and tonight you will see that faith come to life. This reward is coming at the exact right time. Many have questioned, many have doubted, but God's timing is always perfect. It's not about when you think it should happen, it's about when God has prepared you to receive. This moment has been long in the making, and everything that has occurred in your life up until now was part of the divine plan. You have passed through trials to come out stronger, wiser, and more aligned with the purpose God has for your life. You are now ready to receive what has been waiting for you. Your reward will come in ways that you may not expect. It may show up in the form of a new opportunity, a shift in your circumstances, or a deeper understanding of your purpose. It may come in the form of a healing, a restoration, or a new level of peace and fulfillment that you have never experienced before. But no matter how it comes, it will come. The reward is certain, it is already ordained, it is already prepared for you, and all you need to do now is receive it. Tonight, as you prepare to step into your reward, let go of any doubts that still linger in your heart. Release any lingering fear or hesitation. God has already spoken, and His word does not return void. You may not yet see the full picture, but know that everything is falling into place. This is the divine moment where heaven touches earth, where your prayers are answered, and where the promises of God are made manifest in your life. This is not just a blessing for you, but for everyone who has witnessed your journey. For those who have walked alongside you, who have seen your struggles and your victories, your reward will be a sign of God's faithfulness to them as well. You are not just a vessel for your own blessings. You are a beacon of hope to others. Your journey, your faith, your perseverance are testaments to the power of trusting in God's plan. When others see you receive your reward, they will know that God is still in the business of miracles. They will know that He is faithful, that He hears the cries of His people, and that He is still working wonders in the lives of those who trust in Him. When you receive this reward, understand that it is not just about what you prayed for. It's a reflection of the heart of God towards you. You are His beloved, His child, and He has heard your cries. He knows the desires of your heart, and tonight He is fulfilling them. This is not a reward based on your merit, but based on His grace. It's a gift, freely given, a manifestation of His love for you. You are receiving not because you've earned it, but because He has chosen to bless you. And this blessing is not a small thing. It is the beginning of something even greater, something more profound than you could have imagined. As you receive, don't forget to give thanks. This is a moment of great joy, but also of deep gratitude. Thank God for bringing you through every trial, for refining you in the fire, for teaching you to trust when it was difficult, and for never abandoning you. Your reward is a reflection of His love and His faithfulness, and it's important to honor Him with a heart of gratitude. The Bible says, "Every good and perfect gift is from above," and tonight you are receiving one of those good and perfect gifts. What is coming is not only a reward for what you've endured, but a seed for the future. This reward is meant to propel you forward into your next season. It's the fuel that will keep your faith burning brightly as you continue on your journey. The doors that are opening to you tonight will lead to even greater opportunities, greater growth, and greater transformation. What you receive tonight is just the beginning of a new chapter in your life. It is a launch pad for the next phase of your destiny. You will look back on this moment, and you will realize that everything changed from tonight forward. What you are receiving tonight is not just a one-time blessing. It is the beginning of a new era. You are stepping into a new level of favor, a new level of anointing, and a new level of divine alignment. As you step into this new season, remember that the reward you're receiving is only the beginning of the abundance that God has in store for you. This reward is a declaration that your waiting has not been in vain. Every moment you spent in anticipation, every moment you wondered if it would ever come to pass, God has seen it. He has watched your faith grow, your patience deepen, and your trust in Him solidify. He knows your heart, and He knows how much you've longed for this moment. And now He is answering you. In the coming days, you will begin to see the full extent of what God has done. You will witness the unfolding of a beautiful tapestry, one that has been woven with His grace and His wisdom. You will see how all the pieces of your life have fit together, even the difficult moments, the ones you didn't understand at the time. They were all part of God's perfect plan. And now you are standing at the threshold of the manifestation of everything He has promised you. But as you step into this reward, don't forget that it is not just for you. It is for those around you as well. You are a vessel of blessings, and as you receive, Others will be blessed by your testimony. Your faith will be a light that shines brightly for others to follow. Your journey will inspire others to trust, to believe, and to hold fast to God's promises. As you walk in the fullness of your reward, let it be a testimony to the world of God's goodness, His grace, and His unwavering faithfulness. Tonight is your night. The reward you've been waiting for is here, and it is more than you could have imagined. It's a gift from God, freely given, and all you have to do is receive it. Know that everything you have gone through has led to this moment. You are ready. You are worthy. You have passed the test, and now it's time to step into the fullness of your reward. The heavens are rejoicing, and so should you. Your victory is here. Your time has come. The reward you are about to receive tonight is not just the result of a prayer answered, but the culmination of a season of transformation. You have been molded, shaped, and refined for this moment. What is coming into your life now is the direct result of the work God has been doing in you. It's the reward for your growth, your perseverance, and your steadfast faith in a time of uncertainty. The road was never meant to be easy, but every hardship you endured, every moment of doubt you overcame, and every obstacle you faced has prepared you to step into the fullness of God's promises. The beauty of divine timing is that it doesn't operate according to human understanding. While we may think we're ready for something, God knows exactly when the time is right. The years of waiting, the seasons of silence, and the periods when you felt as though nothing was happening, they were all part of a larger plan. They were the moments when God was preparing your heart to handle the blessings that are now being poured into your life. You may not have understood why you had to wait, why things unfolded in the way they did, but now, as you stand on the threshold of this reward, you can see that it was all necessary. Tonight marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. You have moved past the barriers that once limited you. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable are now mere stepping stones to the great things ahead. What's coming into your life tonight is not just a fleeting blessing, but a permanent change. It is the fruit of years of waiting, praying, and trusting in a God who never fails. You've walked through the fire, and now you will wear the crown that is the result of your faithfulness. You are about to see how every prayer you've ever uttered, every tear you've shed, every sacrifice you've made has led to this moment. You are being rewarded not just for what you've done, but for who you've become. This is not about the things you've achieved in the natural sense, but about the transformation that has taken place in your soul. The reward is a reflection of the inner work you've done. The times you've chosen peace over anger, love over hatred, patience over frustration. It's a reflection of your unwavering commitment to seek God's will and trust in His timing. Your reward is not just material, it's a deep internal shift that will affect every area of your life. It's a change of heart, a deepening of faith, and a fresh perspective that will allow you to walk in the full authority and purpose that God has ordained for you. What is unfolding for you tonight is not the result of human effort, but of divine grace. You've worked hard, yes, but it is God's grace that has carried you. It is His grace that has opened doors that were once closed. It is His grace that has led you through seasons of wilderness and into the promised land of your destiny. You are stepping into this reward because of His favor, and it's time for you to accept it fully. You are worthy not because of anything you have done, but because God has chosen you and His favor is upon you. The divine order of your life has been set in motion, and now the manifestation is at hand. What you are about to receive will not just bless you, but will serve as a testimony to the goodness of God. Your reward will shine as a beacon to those around you, letting them know that if God can do it for you, He can do it for them. Your faith will be a witness, your story will inspire, and your victory will give others hope. You are being rewarded not just for your own sake, but for the sake of all those who will be impacted by your testimony. This moment is a divine intersection of your faith and God's will. When you first believed, when you first took the step of faith, you couldn't have known how the story would unfold. But God did. He saw every moment, every step, every challenge, and He knew that you were capable of enduring. Tonight, as you step into your reward, you are also stepping into a new season of influence, a new season of impact, and a new season of divine favor. You are now walking in alignment with God's plan for your life. This is the result of you saying yes to His will even when it didn't make sense. You didn't give up when it was hard. You didn't stop trusting when it seemed impossible. And now God is rewarding you for your faithfulness. Your reward will come in ways that you can't even imagine, but it will be exactly what you need. It will be a perfect fit for your life, your purpose, and your future. Don't think for a second that your journey was in vain. Every prayer you prayed, every moment of waiting, every setback and triumph, every small step forward, all of it has led to this moment. It wasn't always easy. You didn't always see the outcome, but your trust in God never wavered. And now you are walking in the harvest of your faith. Your reward is evidence of God's faithfulness to those who walk in His ways. As you receive your reward tonight, remember that this is not just for you. It's a blessing for your family, your friends, and all those who have supported you along the way. Your reward is a ripple effect that will touch many lives. It will create a wave of blessings that will flow out of your life and into the lives of others. The impact of your faith is far-reaching, and what you receive tonight will be a seed that multiplies and grows. God has a purpose for this blessing. It is not just for your own benefit, but to advance His kingdom. This reward is a part of the bigger picture that God is painting in your life. It is a piece of the puzzle that will bring you closer to fulfilling the destiny He has set before you. You are being rewarded tonight because you have passed through the fire and come out refined, ready to carry out the work God has for you. Your reward is not just about what you've achieved, but about who you've become in the process. The challenges you faced, the mountains you climbed, the storms you weathered, those were all part of God's preparation for this moment. He knew that you were ready, and now He is bringing you into your promise. Your journey has not been in vain. Every trial, every test, every challenge has been a stepping stone to the manifestation of His promises. And now, as you step into your reward, you can stand tall, knowing that you have persevered and that God is pleased with your faith. Tonight, as you receive what God has prepared for you, know that this is just the beginning. This reward is the opening of a new chapter, a new season, a new opportunity to step into all that God has for you. Your best days are ahead, and the reward you're receiving tonight is only the beginning of the abundant blessings that God has stored up for you. It's time for you to walk in the fullness of His promise, to embrace the life He has planned for you, and to shine as a light to the world. As you stand on the edge of this moment, remember that you are not standing alone. God is with you. His favor surrounds you. His hand is upon your life, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you into all that He has prepared for you. Your reward is a testimony to His goodness, and it is a reflection of His love for you. Tonight you are being rewarded not because of your own strength or ability, but because God has seen your faith, your trust, and your perseverance, and He is honoring that. Receive the blessing that is coming to you tonight. Embrace it, walk in it, and know that this reward is a sign of even greater things to come. The best is yet to come. And this moment is just the beginning of all that God has in store for you. The doors that are opening for you tonight will lead to even greater opportunities, even greater breakthroughs, and even greater manifestations of His glory. This is your time. Your reward is here. The season of waiting is over. The season of receiving has begun. Tonight, as you receive the reward, know that it is a direct result of your commitment to God's will for your life. This is the moment when the seeds you've planted through faith, sacrifice, and trust finally bear fruit. The moments you spend praying in silence, standing firm in your beliefs, and choosing faith over fear, each one of those moments has led you to this place. It wasn't easy, and there were times you may have felt discouraged, but in those moments you chose to remain steadfast. Now God is showing you just how important those moments were as He pours out His reward upon you. This isn't just about the material blessings that are coming into your life. It's much deeper than that. What God is rewarding tonight is the transformation that has taken place in your heart. It's the spiritual growth, the understanding of His will, and the inner peace that you've gained. You've learned to trust in His timing, even when the world told you to rush. You've learned to believe in His plan, even when your circumstances told you that it wasn't possible. And now God is rewarding your patience, your perseverance, and your unwavering belief. The reward is not simply a result of what you have done, but a manifestation of the work God has done in you. It is a reflection of the divine partnership that has been at work in your life. You didn't make it this far on your own. God has been walking with you every step of the way, even when you couldn't see Him. He has been guiding you, refining you, and preparing you for this very moment. You are the result of His love, His grace, and His faithfulness. And now, the reward He is giving you tonight is the outward expression of everything that has been happening inside you. As you stand on the edge of this new chapter, remember that this reward is not just for you, but for everyone who will be impacted by your life. Your faithfulness has not only changed you, it has changed the world around you. The blessings you are receiving are not just for your benefit, but for the advancement of God's kingdom. Your testimony will inspire others, your success will open doors for those who come behind you, and your example will show others what is possible when you trust God with everything. This is not the end, this is only the beginning. The reward that is coming into your life tonight is just the first wave of many more to come. This moment is a divine milestone, a sign that the harvest is here, but is also an indicator that there is even greater abundance on the way. God's plans for you are far greater than you can imagine, and what you are receiving tonight is merely a glimpse of what is yet to come. As you embrace the blessings that are pouring into your life, know that they will multiply and expand in ways you can't yet fathom. The challenges you faced along the way were not meaningless. Every trial, every heartache, every tear you shed was a part of your preparation for this moment. Each struggle shaped you, refined you, and brought you closer to the person you are today. Now, as you stand in the light of your reward, you can look back with gratitude for the journey you have walked. You are stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle the blessings that are being released into your life. You've earned this moment, and God is honoring the process it took to get you here. When God rewards you, it is always beyond what you could ask for or imagine. His blessings are not just enough to meet your needs, but they overflow into abundance. The reward you are receiving tonight is not just about what you prayed for, it's about what God has in store for you that you haven't even asked for yet. God's generosity is limitless, and as you receive what is due to you, He is already preparing the next wave of blessings to come. His love for you is vast, and the reward you're receiving tonight is a small reflection of His infinite goodness. Even now, as you're beginning to see the fruits of your labor, remember that this reward is not a reason to stop moving forward. God doesn't bless you so that you can become complacent. He blesses you so that you can keep going. Your journey isn't over. This reward is simply a milestone, a reminder of how far you've come, and a sign of how much farther you can go. The blessing is not the destination, but a part of the process. You are being positioned for even greater things, and God will continue to reward your faithfulness as you keep walking in His direction. Take a moment tonight to pause and reflect on all that God has done for you. Take a moment to celebrate how far you've come, but don't stay in that place of reflection for too long, because the future is waiting for you. The next phase of your journey is just ahead. What God is doing in your life tonight is not just about you. It's about the legacy you will leave behind, the lives you will touch, and the impact you will make. As you step into this new season, remember that you are not walking alone. God's favor is upon you, and He will continue to guide you every step of the way. Your reward is a testimony to the goodness of God and the power of faith. It shows that when you trust in Him, when you walk in His ways, when you believe in His promises, He will never fail you. He has seen your heart, He has seen your struggle, and He is rewarding you for your faithfulness. This reward is not just about the material things that are coming into your life, but about the spiritual growth and the deeper connection with God that you are now experiencing. The reward is a reflection of your obedience, your trust, and your unwavering belief that God is always working on your behalf. As you receive this reward tonight, know that it is a reflection of God's love for you. You are His beloved, and He takes great pleasure in blessing you. He sees your heart, He sees your efforts, and He is rewarding you in ways that will not only change your life, but will change the world around you. Tonight marks a new beginning. The reward you receive will open doors that no man can close. It will break chains that have held you back, and it will empower you to walk in the fullness of your divine destiny. The challenges you have faced have prepared you to stand in this moment of victory. The road may have been long, but it was worth it. Every sacrifice you made, every prayer you prayed, every tear you shed, it was all a part of the divine process that has led you here. Tonight, you are not just receiving a reward, you are stepping into your destiny. You are stepping into the life that God has always planned for you, and as you receive this blessing, know that it is only the beginning of what is to come. This moment is not just for you, it's for your family, your friends, and those who have been watching you with awe. They will see the favor of God upon your life, and they will know that if God can do this for you, He can do it for them. You are a living testimony of God's power to transform lives. Your story will inspire others to trust in God, to believe in His promises, and to walk by faith. You are about to become a beacon of hope, a light to those around you, showing them that with God, all things are possible. As you receive this reward tonight, know that it is a sign of God's love for you and a testament to the faithfulness you've shown in the midst of adversity. He has seen your heart, and now He is rewarding you in ways that will surpass all your expectations. This moment is not the end of your journey, it's a new beginning. The best is yet to come, and tonight you are stepping into a new season of blessings, favor, and divine fulfillment. The reward you've been waiting for is here, and it's only the beginning of what God has planned for you. Tonight, as the blessings unfold in your life, realize that they are not just for the moment. They are part of a bigger divine plan that has been unfolding over time. This is not an accident or a mere coincidence. This is a direct result of God's hand upon your life. The reward you are receiving tonight is proof that every prayer you've prayed, every challenge you've overcome, every step you've taken in faith has not gone unnoticed. Heaven has been watching you, and now the reward is flowing to you in abundance. You have endured much, and in your endurance you have found strength. You have faced hardships that seemed insurmountable, but you overcame them. Each obstacle, each trial, each moment of uncertainty has been a step toward the reward that is now entering your life. These were the moments that tested your faith, but they also refined you, shaping you into the person you are today. The person who is ready for this moment, the person who is ready to receive the fullness of what God has prepared for you. Your journey has not been easy, and it hasn't always been clear. At times you may have wondered if you were on the right path or if your efforts were in vain. But the truth is, those doubts were only temporary. You never gave up, you never lost faith, and God saw every moment you pressed on despite the challenges. Now you are reaping the rewards of your persistence, your faith, and your unshakable belief that God is always working in your favor. This is a moment of divine alignment. Every piece of your life, every decision, every prayer, and every sacrifice has brought you to this moment of fulfillment. The things you've been waiting for, the things you've been praying for, are now being released into your life. But this reward is not just for your benefit, it's for the people around you as well. Your reward is a sign to the world that God is faithful, that He rewards those who diligently seek Him, and that He is always on time. You are a living testament to the fact that God's promises are true, and your story will inspire others to trust in Him more deeply. There is a power in receiving what is rightfully yours. It doesn't just bless your life, it creates a ripple effect that touches those around you. You are a vessel of God's goodness, and as you are rewarded, others will be able to witness the power of God's work in your life. Your success, your breakthroughs, and your rewards are not just for you to enjoy alone. They are a beacon of hope for others who may be struggling or questioning if God will come through for them. When they see you, they will know that it is possible, that it is real, and that God's love is for them too. What you are experiencing tonight is a manifestation of the work that has been happening in the unseen realms. Every prayer you've prayed, every word of affirmation you've spoken, every act of faith you've taken has been building up to this moment. You may not have always seen the results immediately, but God was working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail of your life. Now, the manifestations are here, and they are greater than anything you could have imagined. This moment is a culmination of everything that has come before it, but it is also a starting point for what is to come. The reward you are receiving tonight is a seed, and just like any seed, it will grow and multiply. What God is doing in your life tonight is not just a one-time blessing. It is the beginning of a new season, a season of abundance, growth, and expansion. You've entered a new level of favor, and as you continue to walk in His will, the blessings will continue to flow. God's blessings are like a river. They don't stop, they just keep flowing. The more you allow God to work in and through your life, the more you will see His favor poured out in ways you never thought possible. As you stand in this moment, receiving the reward that is rightfully yours, take time to reflect on the journey that brought you here. Think about the obstacles, the challenges, and the setbacks that you faced. Think about how difficult it seemed at times to keep going, how you sometimes questioned whether it was worth it. But now, as you look at what is unfolding in your life, you can see that it was worth it. Every struggle, every hardship, every moment of doubt was all part of God's perfect plan to bring you to this place of victory. And what you are receiving tonight is just a small glimpse of the greater things that are still to come. This reward is a reflection of your inner transformation. God doesn't just reward outward actions, He rewards the changes that have taken place in your heart. The patience you've learned, the humility you've embraced, the wisdom you gained, these are the things that God rewards. You didn't just get to this point by chance. It was the work that God has done in you, the growth He has brought about in your spirit that has prepared you for this moment. Now, as the reward is manifested in your life, it is a reflection of your inner strength, your trust in God, and your willingness to surrender to His will. The reward you are receiving tonight is also a reminder that you are chosen. You have been set apart for a divine purpose, and this moment is evidence of that. You were never meant to follow the crowd or live a life of mediocrity. You were meant to stand out, to shine, and to be a light in this world. God has been preparing you for something great, and tonight is a sign that your time has come. You have passed the tests, you have stayed true to your faith, and now the reward is here. This is not just for your benefit, but for the advancement of God's kingdom. Your success will bring glory to Him, and your life will be a living testimony of His goodness. As you step into this new season, remember that this reward is not an end, but a continuation of the journey. The blessings you are receiving tonight are just the beginning of a greater outpouring. God's favor is upon you, and He is not finished with you yet. There is more to come. Greater blessings, greater opportunities, greater breakthroughs. This is your moment, but it is not your final moment. There is much more to be done and much more to be received. Keep your eyes on God. Keep your heart open to His leading and keep walking in faith. You are just getting started. The reward that is unfolding in your life tonight is not just about the material blessings, but about the deeper spiritual growth that is taking place. You are being transformed, and that transformation will continue throughout your life. As you receive this reward, know that it is not the end of your journey, but the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter filled with greater blessings, greater favor, and greater opportunities to impact the world around you. You've earned this moment, and God is honoring your faithfulness. But remember, this reward is just a glimpse of what is to come. You are being prepared for greater things, and this is just the beginning. As you continue to trust in God, He will continue to bless you. The reward you are receiving tonight is only a taste of what's ahead. Keep moving forward, keep trusting, and keep believing that God is always working on your behalf. His favor is upon you, and His blessings will never cease. Tonight, as the reward is poured out into your life, take a moment to thank God for His faithfulness. Acknowledge the work He has done in your life and praise Him for what is to come. You are walking in a new season of blessings, and God will continue to lead you into greater things. As you receive your reward, know that this is only the beginning of the incredible things God has planned for you. Your journey is far from over, and the best is yet to come. As you stand in the fullness of God's reward tonight, remember that this moment is not just for you, but for His glory and for the people who will be touched by your testimony. The struggles you've faced, the patience you've exercised, and the faith you've held on to were never in vain. This is the harvest of your perseverance, and the seeds you planted with every prayer, every act of obedience, are now bearing fruit. But do not think that this reward is the end of your journey. It is just the beginning. God has more in store for you than you can ever imagine. This is a pivotal moment, a milestone, but the road ahead is filled with even greater blessings and breakthroughs. Continue to walk in faith, keep your heart aligned with His will, and expect even greater manifestations in your life. Trust that God's timing is perfect, and this reward is exactly what you need for this season. As you move forward, carry with you the knowledge that you are chosen, you are loved, and you are destined for greatness. Your story is just unfolding, and as you walk in His grace, the best is yet to come. Keep your eyes on Him, trust in His plan, and know that tonight is just a glimpse of the abundant life He has promised you. Stop scrolling. This moment is meant for you. You might not realize it yet, but the very fact that you are here reading these words means that God has something powerful to share with you right now. You may have spent time questioning your progress, wondering why things haven't worked out the way you expected. Perhaps you've asked yourself why it feels like everyone else is moving ahead while you seem to be stuck, waiting for something to change. But hear this. You were not delayed. God was preparing you for this moment. The journey you've been on, every struggle, every setback, every feeling of being held back has been part of a divine plan, a plan far greater than you can see with your natural eyes. What you thought was a delay was actually God's perfect timing, molding you, shaping you, and refining your soul for what's about to unfold in your life. Imagine for a moment the way a potter carefully shapes a piece of clay. The potter's hands mold it, turn it, and refine it, not because the clay is bad, but because the potter knows the masterpiece that lies within. God is your divine potter. He has been shaping you, building your faith, and strengthening your character, even when it felt like nothing was happening. God is preparing you for a greater purpose. Every delay, every moment of uncertainty has been a step towards your transformation. You have been equipped with everything you need for this very moment, even if it didn't feel like it at the time. Think about the seeds in nature. They don't grow overnight. They go through a process of being planted, watered, and nurtured. You too have been going through a process, and now it's time for you to bloom. The roots have been growing deep, and now the time has come for you to rise, stronger, wiser, and more equipped than ever before. You might feel like you've been stuck in a waiting period, but what if I told you this? The waiting was never wasted. God knew that in this season of preparation, you were becoming who you needed to be. The trials you faced were not meant to break you, but to build in you a resilience and faith that will carry you through the doors of your destiny. Right now the shift is happening. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. The doors that were once closed are now opening before you, because God has been laying the foundation for something incredible to manifest in your life. Now is the moment for you to step forward in faith, knowing that everything you have been through has been to prepare you for the greatness that is coming. Your breakthrough is not delayed. It is right on time, because God's timing is always perfect. So, stop scrolling and embrace the message that is before you. You were never delayed. You were simply being prepared. You are ready for this moment, and the best is yet to come. Trust that God has been at work in your life, and what you are about to experience will exceed your greatest expectations. Your moment is here, and it's time to step into your destiny. You're here for a reason, and this message is for you. If you've ever felt like time was passing you by or that your efforts haven't been rewarded, today is the day you're going to see things differently. There is a divine message unfolding in your life right now, and it's one you've been waiting for even if you didn't realize it. You've been questioning your purpose, your journey, or perhaps even the timing of everything in your life. But I want you to hear this clearly. You are not delayed. God has been preparing you for this moment. I know you've probably felt frustration. Maybe you've asked yourself why certain doors haven't opened yet, or why things seem to be moving slower than expected. Maybe you've compared your progress to others and wondered what you're doing wrong. But I want to tell you this. There is nothing wrong with you. You are exactly where you need to be. The delays, the waiting, the moments of uncertainty, they were all part of a process designed for you to grow. The wait wasn't wasted, it was preparation. There is a purpose in the waiting, even when it seems like nothing is happening. Picture a seed in the ground. It doesn't just sprout and grow instantly. There is a process it must go through, underground, where no one can see it. It's being nourished. It's growing roots, becoming stronger, even though it seems like nothing is taking place. This is exactly how your life has been. You've been in a season of preparation, and the time spent waiting was necessary for the roots of your faith to deepen, your character to strengthen, and your vision to become clearer. The process has been shaping you for the incredible things that are about to unfold in your life. God's timing is not like ours. We are conditioned to measure time by the clock, by how quickly things happen, but God's timing is beyond our understanding. When you feel like nothing is happening, know that it's often the most critical time of growth. God knows exactly what you need and when you need it. Every step, every season, every trial has been leading you to this moment of manifestation. What you've been waiting for is on its way, but before it can manifest, you must be ready to receive it. The delays weren't a setback, they were a setup. God was ensuring you were prepared for the blessings that are about to pour into your life. Think about the process of building a house. Before the house is built, there is groundwork that must be done. The foundation must be laid. The plumbing must be installed. The electrical wiring needs to be carefully placed. And this process takes time. But when the house is built and complete, it stands strong, ready to support a family, full of purpose and stability. This is how God works in your life. He is laying the foundation in you so that you can handle the blessings, the challenges, and the greatness that is coming your way. Just like the house needs a solid foundation, you need to be rooted in faith, strength, and clarity before your dreams can be realized. It might not always feel like it, but every step you've taken, every tear you've shed, every moment of doubt has been building you. You are being shaped and molded into the person who can carry the weight of your dreams. You are being prepared to not only receive your blessings, but also to handle them with wisdom, grace, and responsibility. The delays have been God's way of ensuring that you are fully equipped to step into the next chapter of your life. Without these moments of preparation, you might not have been ready to step into the magnitude of the blessing that is coming your way. Now, think about the moment a butterfly emerges from its cocoon. It doesn't break free immediately. It spends time in a confined space, struggling, stretching its wings, gaining strength. That struggle is necessary. If the butterfly were to be released too soon, it would not have the strength to fly. Similarly, there have been moments in your life where it felt like you were confined, like your potential was trapped. But that confinement wasn't to hurt you, it was to prepare you to soar. The struggle you faced has strengthened your wings. You are about to emerge, not just as someone who's endured, but as someone who is ready to fly higher than ever before. You may have questioned whether you're worthy of what's coming, or whether you're really ready, and the answer is yes. God has already equipped you with everything you need for this next season. The waiting was a time for you to grow in faith, to strengthen your spirit, and to prepare your heart for what's to come. Every time you felt like giving up, you didn't. Every time you pushed through the uncertainty, you were building your resilience. You have been through too much to be unprepared. This is your time. You are no longer in the place of waiting. You are in the place of becoming. The shift is happening now, and all the things that you've been praying for are about to unfold in your life. The promises that seemed distant, the dreams that seemed impossible, the blessings that felt far out of reach are about to manifest before your eyes. You are ready. You have been prepared, you have grown, and now it's time for the manifestation of everything that God has promised. The road wasn't always easy, but you've been strengthened by the challenges, shaped by the obstacles, and refined by the trials. Each moment of difficulty has been a building block for your destiny. You may not have seen it at the time, but everything you've gone through has been a preparation for the greatness that lies ahead. The time spent waiting wasn't just waiting. It was a season of refinement. When you look at your life, stop seeing delays. See preparation. See divine alignment. See the hand of God working in ways you couldn't understand at the time. Every struggle, every difficulty, every moment of doubt was part of a bigger picture. Now, as you stand on the threshold of your breakthrough, you can look back and realize that every delay, every season, every single moment of your journey was necessary to bring you to this very moment. The waiting has been worth it. Your preparation has led you here to the place where you can finally step into the fullness of what God has for you. All that has been hidden, all that you've been waiting for, is now ready to be revealed. The time has come for you to step into your destiny, knowing that every step you've taken has been guided by a divine hand leading you to this moment of manifestation. So stop scrolling and embrace this message. You are not delayed, you are being prepared. God has been working behind the scenes, preparing you for this very moment, and now that you are ready, everything is about to fall into place. Trust in the process. Trust that God's timing is perfect, and know that the best is yet to come. This is your time. Your season of preparation is over, and your season of manifestation is here. You might not fully understand it now, but every moment you've spent in uncertainty, every challenge you've faced, every tear that's been shed in the silence of your heart, these were not wasted. They were the stepping stones, the foundations of a journey that has brought you to a place where you are ready to embrace the fullness of what is about to come. God never leads you through something without equipping you for the journey ahead. You are equipped, you are ready, and you are more than capable of stepping into the destiny that has been planned for you. I know it might feel like things have been slow, that your efforts haven't yielded the results you hoped for, but understand this: God is always at work, even when you can't see it. There is no delay in your life, only divine preparation. The moments that you felt like nothing was moving forward were simply moments of building. Imagine a tree that grows deep roots before it rises above the ground. What you've been going through has been the root work, and now the time has come for you to rise. You've been nurtured, you've been pruned, and you've been prepared for a great harvest. We are conditioned to think of delays as something negative. When we don't see instant results, we tend to think something is wrong. But the truth is that God works in cycles, not on human clocks. He doesn't rush through his plan. He takes his time because he knows the end result will be far greater than what we can imagine. In every moment of waiting, in every moment of doubt, there is purpose. Every waiting season is a time to build your faith, deepen your understanding, and refine your vision. The preparation wasn't about you being insufficient. It was about God ensuring that when your moment arrived, you would be prepared to step into it fully and without hesitation. Think about the butterfly emerging from the cocoon. This is a process that cannot be rushed. The butterfly must struggle to break free, building the strength it needs to fly. If someone were to interfere with this process, the butterfly would not have the strength to take flight. Similarly, the struggles you've faced, the hardships, the trials, these have been the struggles that have been strengthening your wings. Without them, you wouldn't have the strength or the character to soar to the heights God has prepared for you. The very things you thought were setbacks were actually the forces that were pushing you toward greatness. Have you ever noticed how things often seem to happen in clusters? Sometimes you feel like everything is on hold, nothing is progressing, and then, suddenly, it all falls into place. That is the culmination of preparation. The moment everything aligns is not just a coincidence. It is the result of everything that's been happening behind the scenes. God has been aligning things in your life. Even when you couldn't see it, the delays were simply the space where everything needed to fall into place. Right now, you are stepping into a season where everything you've worked for is about to come to fruition. You've put in the work, you've fought the battles, and you've been faithful during the moments of uncertainty. Now it is time for you to receive the rewards. The manifestation of your desires is not something that will take forever. It is already in motion. Your breakthrough is not something that is distant or far away. It is on the horizon, ready to manifest in your life. But here's the thing, you must believe it. You must trust that everything you've been through was a preparation for this moment. The challenges you faced were not to break you, they were to build you. The doubts you wrestled with were not to make you question yourself, they were to deepen your faith. God has been building you up, even when you couldn't see it, and now you are standing at the threshold of the fulfillment of all that you have prayed for. You've already come so far, and yet there is still so much more waiting for you. Think about the story of Joseph in the Bible. Joseph was betrayed, sold into slavery, and cast into prison, yet each step of his journey was divinely orchestrated to prepare him for the moment when he would rise to power and save his family. In the moment, it must have felt like everything was falling apart, but what Joseph didn't know was that every step, every setback was positioning him for something greater. Your journey is no different. The moments that felt like setbacks were actually the moments that were positioning you for the blessings you are about to receive. God knows the desires of your heart, and He is aligning everything to ensure that those desires are fulfilled at the perfect time. But you must trust that His timing is not only perfect, it's exactly what you need. You may have questioned why things have taken so long, but I assure you that the waiting period has been necessary for your growth. God doesn't just give us the desires of our hearts, He prepares us to handle them. If you were given everything you wanted before you were ready, it could overwhelm you, or you might not be able to appreciate it fully. The preparation ensures that when your blessings come, you can steward them wisely and with gratitude. If you've been wondering why things haven't unfolded the way you expected, now you know. God was preparing you for this moment. He was getting you ready for the great things that are about to come into your life. You might not see it yet, but everything is lining up, and soon you'll look back at this season and realize that it was all worth it. The waiting wasn't wasted, it was purposeful. Think about the story of David in the Bible. Before he became king, he was a shepherd boy, overlooked and underestimated by everyone around him. But that time in the fields, the hours spent in solitude, the challenges he faced in the wilderness, they were all preparing him for his destiny. David's preparation wasn't immediate, it took time. And when the moment came for him to step into his calling, he was ready. You are no different. Your journey, no matter how long it may have felt, is leading you to your moment of destiny. The truth is, your life is not just about the destination. It's about the preparation. It's about who you become along the way. The delays you've experienced, the waiting you've endured, they have shaped you into the person you are today, a person who is ready for what's coming. So stop looking at your life and seeing delays. Instead, look at it as the preparation ground, the place where God was working, refining, and positioning you for the greatness that is about to unfold. You are ready, you have been prepared, and now you can step into the manifestation of all that God has planned for you. Your time has come. It's not a time to look back and wonder why things happened the way they did. It's time to look forward, knowing that everything that has transpired in your life has been leading you to this moment. The doors that once seemed closed are now opening. The opportunities that once felt distant are now coming into focus. The blessings you prayed for are coming to you, because God has been working behind the scenes, preparing you for this very time. So I want you to stop scrolling and truly believe this message. You were not delayed, you were being prepared. Everything you've gone through, every moment you questioned, every setback you faced, they have been part of the divine preparation for this moment. Your breakthrough is not far off, it's already in motion. Trust in the process. Trust in the timing. Your moment has arrived. You may not see it yet, but the life you've always dreamed of is closer than you think. It's not in the distant future, it's right here, just waiting for you to claim it. The waiting you've endured, the trials you've faced, the moments of uncertainty, they have all been carefully designed to bring you to this very point in time. You have been through so much, and yet you are still standing. You've made it through every challenge, every disappointment, and every setback. That alone proves how strong you are, how resilient you've become. God has not abandoned you, and He has certainly not forgotten you. There are moments in life where everything seems to slow down, where time feels like it's standing still, and we wonder why we're not seeing the results we expected. We compare ourselves to others and wonder why they seem to have everything together while we're still waiting for our breakthrough. But let me tell you something, the waiting is not a sign of delay, it is a sign of preparation. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. When you feel as though nothing is happening, remember that behind the scenes, the universe is aligning things for you in ways you cannot yet comprehend. Every prayer you've prayed, every tear you've cried, every moment you've spent wondering when things will change, those moments have not been in vain. God has been at work, positioning you for greatness. There is no such thing as a delay in God's plan. Every pause, every moment of stillness has been a part of the divine orchestration. When things don't seem to be moving forward, it's easy to lose faith. It's easy to doubt, to wonder if you're on the right path. But trust me when I tell you this, those moments of waiting are not punishment. They are preparation. God is working behind the scenes, weaving everything together, placing the right people, opportunities, and resources exactly where they need to be. All of this is coming together for your good. It's coming together for the moment that is about to manifest in your life. Take a moment to think about the times when things felt the hardest. The times when you felt like you were doing everything right, but still nothing seemed to fall into place. Those moments were not the end, they were the beginning. They were the moments that built your character, strengthened your resolve, and deepened your faith. You have been refined by fire, you have been tested, and you have been found worthy. The trials were not to break you, but to mold you into the person who is now ready to walk into the promises God has for you. Think about the butterfly again. Before it emerges from the cocoon, it goes through a process of transformation. It takes time, it is slow, but without that time, without that struggle, it would never be able to take flight. You too are in the process of transformation. It might feel like you've been stuck in a cocoon for a long time, but I promise you, this is the very stage where God is preparing you to soar. You've been waiting for your moment, and now it is here. It's not a moment in the distant future, it's happening now. The shift is already taking place. You are about to see everything you've prayed for come to fruition. The doors that were once closed are now wide open, and the path ahead is clear. All that is required from you is faith. Faith that everything you've gone through has led you to this moment. Faith that your breakthrough is already in motion. Faith that God is working everything out for your good, even when you can't see it. One thing I want you to remember is that the timing of God is always perfect. We as humans are often too quick to rush through things. We want instant results. We want everything to happen now. But God doesn't operate on our time. He operates on divine timing. And His timing is always perfect. There is no delay in God's plan. What seems like a delay to you is simply preparation. Everything that you are going through right now is a stepping stone to the life that you are about to live. The delays were never a setback, they were a setup for something greater. If we take a moment to look back at the lives of those in the Bible who experienced seemingly endless delays, we can see the divine truth in their journeys. Abraham waited years for the promise of a son. Joseph was sold into slavery and thrown into prison before rising to power. David was anointed king but had to wait for years before stepping into his destiny. These people didn't have it easy, but their delays were never defeats. They were necessary for their transformation, and they were necessary for them to fully embrace the blessings that were meant for them. They understood that what seemed like a delay was actually divine timing at work. You are no different. Your delays are not defeats. They are part of God's perfect plan for your life. Everything you've gone through has been for a purpose, and now that purpose is about to reveal itself in ways you never imagined. The doors that have been closed for so long are now opening. The people who doubted you will soon see your rise. The opportunities you thought were lost are now returning to you. The time has come for you to step into the life that has been waiting for you. But in order to fully embrace what is coming, you must first let go of the idea that you've been delayed. You must let go of the idea that you've been left behind. The truth is, you have been prepared. And now the harvest is coming. You have sown the seeds, you have watered them, and now the time has come for the fruit to manifest. The waiting is over. The time for you to step into your destiny has arrived. I know that it can be hard to believe when you're still in the waiting season. It can be difficult to see the bigger picture when you're in the midst of the struggle. But I assure you, every moment you've spent in the waiting room has been a part of God's perfect plan. You were not delayed, you were being prepared. And now that preparation is coming to fruition. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is closer than you think. In this moment, I want you to stop scrolling. Stop looking at what everyone else is doing. Stop comparing yourself to others. God has a message for you. He has been preparing you for something great. The life you've been dreaming of is not some far-off fantasy. It is already in motion. Everything you need is already being placed into your life. Your breakthrough is here. You just have to believe it. The waiting is over. The time to step into your destiny is now. God has been working behind the scenes, orchestrating everything to perfection, and now you are ready to receive the fruits of your labor. You are ready to step into the life that has been prepared for you. You are ready to soar. So, stop scrolling. Take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. Take a moment to thank God for every trial, every struggle, every delay, because those moments were never meant to break you, they were meant to prepare you. And now it's time for you to step into the life that is waiting for you. Your breakthrough is here. The waiting is over. The time has come for you to rise. Step into it. Step into everything God has prepared for you. It's time to receive it. It's time to claim it. And it's time to believe that your moment has arrived. The life you have longed for is already within your grasp. Everything you need has been placed before you, and everything you have experienced, every twist and turn, has led you here to this very moment. It's easy to feel like we are in a holding pattern, waiting for things to change, waiting for the breakthrough we have prayed for. But what if the very fact that you are still here, still moving forward despite everything, is proof that you have already been prepared for what is ahead? When you scroll through your feed and see others achieving, moving forward, living the life you wish you had, it's natural to feel as though you've been left behind. But I want you to understand something crucial today. What you perceive as delay is nothing but divine preparation. The fact that you have not yet received what you thought you should have by now is not a reflection of failure. It is a reflection of your readiness. God has been working in the background, molding and shaping you, preparing you for the blessing that is about to unfold in your life. The process is rarely visible to us while we're in the midst of it, and that can be discouraging. The things you think you need right now, today, might not be the things that will serve you most in the future. You might be desiring a door to open, but what you may not realize is that while you're waiting, God is opening your eyes to the lessons you need to learn before walking through that door. He is aligning everything, bringing the right people into your life, developing your character, and strengthening your resilience. You might be looking at your current situation and wondering, why hasn't it happened for me yet? And the answer is simple. You were never delayed. God was preparing you for this moment. He is not in a hurry. His timing is always perfect. What seems like a pause, what feels like a wait, is actually the moment where God is refining you, shaping you into the person you are meant to be in order to receive what He has for you. Think of an artist working on a masterpiece. The artist does not rush through the process. Every stroke, every detail is intentional, even if the observer does not see it immediately. Similarly, every step of your journey, even the waiting, has been intentional. You are being refined, you are being prepared for something far greater than what you can see in this moment. Your preparation period is not a punishment, it is a blessing. The lessons you have learned, the strength you have gained, and the faith you have built during this season of waiting will be the foundation for the breakthrough that is about to happen in your life. Think about the times when you were unsure, when you doubted whether you could continue, but you did continue. You endured. And now you are stronger than you were before. You are more capable than you realize. You are more than ready to receive everything God has for you. I understand how easy it is to feel like time is slipping away. The world around us is constantly moving, constantly changing, and we can feel like we are being left behind. But let me remind you that God is not in a rush. He is preparing you in the most perfect way. There are no mistakes, no missteps in His plan. Every detour you have taken, every moment you have questioned, has been a part of the greater design. He is not holding back your blessing. He is waiting for the right moment, and that moment is now. Imagine you are walking into a room that is dark. You are unsure of what lies ahead, but you trust that the light will eventually reveal itself. Just because you cannot see the full picture right now does not mean it's not already in motion. Just because the light is not shining brightly today does not mean it will not soon burst through the darkness. The delay you feel is simply the process of God aligning everything perfectly for your arrival. And when that moment comes, when the light finally breaks through, it will be a moment you will never forget. It will be everything you hoped for and more. So, stop scrolling. Take a moment to recognize that the waiting you have been experiencing has been far from wasted. It has been a time of growth, a time of change, and a time of preparation. You are not behind schedule. You are exactly where you need to be. Everything is coming together, even though you may not yet see it. Every prayer you have prayed, every dream you have held in your heart is on its way to you. It is all unfolding in perfect time. We often compare our journeys to others, but no one else's path is yours to walk. You have your own unique purpose, your own unique timing, and just because someone else's door opened sooner than yours does not mean you are forgotten. Your door will open at the perfect time, and it will be more beautiful, more powerful, and more aligned with your purpose than you ever imagined. Your waiting season is not wasted time. It is a season of growth, of learning, and of preparation. During this time, you have been changing, becoming the person who can carry the weight of the blessings that are coming your way. You are being prepared to receive more than you could have imagined. And when that moment comes, when everything shifts in your favor, you will see that every moment of waiting was worth it. This is not the end of your story. In fact, it is only the beginning. The waiting is over. The season of preparation has passed, and now is the time for you to step into everything you've been working for, everything you've been praying for. God has been aligning things in your life, positioning you for the moment you've been waiting for. Your breakthrough is at hand. The opportunities you've been longing for are about to present themselves, and when they do, you will know that every step you've taken, every moment you've waited, has been worth it. There is no such thing as wasted time in God's kingdom. Every second, every experience, every moment of doubt has been a part of your divine journey. What seems like a delay is simply God's preparation, and you are more than ready to step into the life you've been praying for. You were not delayed, you were being shaped, you were being prepared. And now you are ready to step into your destiny. When you finally see the results of your waiting, when the doors begin to open and the opportunities unfold, you will look back and realize that it wasn't a delay at all. It was simply the time it took for God to prepare you for the greatness He had in store for you. You are not behind, you are exactly where you need to be. And now your moment has arrived. So stop scrolling. This is your time. Your breakthrough is here. Your blessing is on the way. All that you've prayed for, all that you've worked for, is coming to fruition. It is happening now. You are not delayed. You are prepared. You are ready. Step into your future because it's already here. The journey you are on is not a race. There is no need to compare yourself to others. The life you are meant to live is unfolding at exactly the right pace, and every step has led you to this moment. You have come through trials, endured challenges, and faced moments of doubt, but that does not define you. What defines you is your strength to keep going, to keep trusting, to keep believing that what you have been waiting for will come to pass. God has been working behind the scenes, orchestrating events that will lead you to the moment of your breakthrough. This is not a coincidence. This is divine timing. You may not understand all the steps or see the full picture, but trust in the process. Every experience you have had, every season you have walked through has been necessary for your growth. Even the moments when it felt like nothing was happening, God was preparing you in ways you couldn't see at the time. Every delay, every unanswered prayer, every door that closed was simply part of the preparation for something greater. It is so easy to fall into the trap of feeling behind, especially when it seems like everyone else around you is moving forward. It's easy to get caught in the spiral of comparison, to look at the success of others and wonder why it hasn't happened for you yet. But what if I told you that you are not behind? What if I told you that what feels like a delay is actually a time of divine preparation, a time when God is setting you up for something much bigger than you ever imagined? What if this waiting season is not about a delay at all, but rather the moment where you are being refined, sharpened, and made ready to receive the fullness of God's blessings? Think about the process of growth in nature. A seed planted in the soil doesn't immediately burst into a full-grown tree. It takes time, it takes nurturing, it takes preparation. And during that time, you cannot see the seed's progress, but underneath the surface, deep in the earth, something is happening. Roots are forming, the seed is being strengthened, and then, when the time is right, it breaks through the surface and begins to grow, reaching toward the sky. You too are like that seed. God has been planting you, nurturing you, and preparing you. And while it may feel like nothing is happening on the surface, trust that beneath it all, you are growing, strengthening, and becoming exactly what you need to be to step into your purpose. The moment you've been waiting for will come, but it will come at the perfect time, not a moment too soon and not a moment too late. God's timing is impeccable, and He is preparing you for the greatness that is about to unfold. This time of waiting is not a punishment, it is a gift. It is a time for you to grow, to become more rooted in your faith, and to prepare for the blessing that is coming your way. When that moment finally arrives, you will know that every step you've taken, every struggle you've faced, and every moment you thought you were delayed will have been worth it. In this moment, you may feel discouraged. You may be wondering why it hasn't happened yet. But I want you to understand that you are not forgotten. You are not left behind. You are exactly where you need to be. You are in the process of becoming. The waiting is not wasted. Every moment is a chance for you to build your strength, deepen your faith, and align yourself with the plans God has for you. The journey you are on is a divine one, and while you may not see the full picture, you can trust that it is unfolding just as it should. You are being shaped into the person who can handle the blessing that is coming your way. You are being prepared to step into the life you prayed for. The struggle you've endured is not in vain. It is a refining process that is making you stronger, wiser, and more equipped for what lies ahead. God knows exactly what you need, and He knows exactly when you are ready to receive it. When that moment comes, you will look back and see that everything you have gone through has been leading you to this point. Every delay was a necessary part of the process, and now you are more prepared than ever to step into the fullness of your purpose. In times of uncertainty, it's easy to lose hope. It's easy to get caught up in the fear that maybe you've missed your opportunity, or that the door you've been waiting for will never open. But I want to encourage you to keep going, keep trusting, keep believing. You are not behind, you are not forgotten. God is preparing you for something amazing, something beyond your wildest dreams. And when the time is right, that door will open and you will walk through it, knowing that everything you have experienced up to this point has been a part of God's plan for your life. There are moments when it feels like the world is moving faster than you are. You might feel like you're standing still while everyone else seems to be advancing, reaching their goals and living their dreams. But what you may not realize is that God is working in you during this time. He is refining your character. He is strengthening your heart. He is preparing your mind to handle the success that is coming your way. The waiting is not wasted. It is a season of growth, a season of preparation, a season of becoming who you are meant to be. When the breakthrough finally comes, when the doors open and the dreams you've been holding on to for so long begin to materialize, you will see that the waiting was not in vain. You will realize that it was all part of God's perfect plan. Every moment of doubt, every moment of frustration, every moment of waiting was a necessary part of your journey. And now you are ready to step into the life you've been praying for, ready to walk into the destiny that has been waiting for you all along. So, I encourage you to stop scrolling. Stop comparing your journey to the journeys of others. Stop looking at the success of others and thinking that you've missed your chance. God's plan for your life is unique. It is designed specifically for you, and while it may feel like you are behind, you are exactly where you need to be. The breakthrough is coming, and when it does, you will know that everything you've gone through, every moment of waiting was worth it. Trust the process. Trust God's timing. You are not delayed. You are being prepared for something greater than you can imagine. And when that moment comes, you will be ready to step into the life you were always meant to live. I see you waiting, wondering if it's all going to happen, wondering why you feel as if you're in a holding pattern while others seem to be moving ahead. But let me tell you this, your waiting is not a setback. It's not an indication that you're falling behind. It is divine preparation. What you see as delay, God sees as a process, a divine process designed just for you, and in the fullness of time it will all make sense. Right now there may be moments when you question your purpose. You might ask yourself, why does it seem like everyone else is achieving their dreams and I'm still here waiting? It's easy to look around and think that you're not where you're supposed to be, but the truth is you are exactly where you need to be. God's timing is perfect, and His ways are higher than our ways. When it feels like you are stuck, remember that behind the scenes, He is preparing you for what is to come. You may not see it now, but everything you've gone through has been a lesson. Every failure, every challenge, every delay has been an essential part of shaping you into the person you need to become. God has been strengthening you, teaching you, and equipping you for the moment when your breakthrough arrives. The breakthrough that you've been praying for is coming, but you are not yet ready for it. The purpose of this waiting season is not to punish you, but to refine you. It is a time of growth, a time to develop the qualities, the strength, and the resilience that you will need to carry the weight of your blessings. We live in a world that wants everything instantaneously. We have access to so much, and yet the true gifts in life don't always come quickly. The greatest things take time to develop. Consider the process of making wine. It takes years for grapes to mature into something that becomes fine wine. The grapes can't rush the process. They must go through every season, every step, to become the product that people will savor. Your life is much the same way. You may feel that you're waiting for your time, but in reality, you are being made into something extraordinary. Every moment of waiting is part of your transformation. It's in those moments of waiting that God is refining you, removing what doesn't belong, and preparing you to handle the greatness that is on the horizon. When you're in a period of waiting, it can feel as though time is standing still. You might question if things will ever change. But remember this, it's not about the speed with which things happen, it's about the depth of the preparation. God is preparing you for a future that will far exceed what you can imagine, but you must be ready to step into it when it arrives. That readiness comes from a deep and faithful trust in the process. It comes from understanding that every season, no matter how long it lasts, has purpose. God does not waste time. He does not waste the moments that seem like delays. He uses them to prepare you for a life that is beyond anything you could dream up on your own. You might be looking for the finish line, but God sees something greater for you. What He has for you is bigger than what you can fathom in this moment. And so, the waiting, the preparation, the refining, it's all necessary. I know it can be frustrating. You want to see the results now. You want to be in the place where you feel that your efforts have paid off. But let me ask you this. If you were to skip the preparation, would you be ready to handle the fullness of what is coming your way? If you had everything you've ever wanted right now, would you be able to carry the responsibility, the blessings and the lessons that come with it? There is a reason for the wait. God is building something in you, something that will last, something that will withstand the test of time. The world might tell you that you should have it all now, that success should be instant, that you should be at the peak of your life's journey right now. But God's timing is different. He knows when you will be most ready, when you will be able to appreciate and steward the blessing He has for you. This time is not wasted. This is not a period of punishment. This is a period of preparation. And as you wait, God is working in you. He is shaping you. He is building your character, your resilience, and your capacity to hold everything He has planned for you. What feels like delay is not denial. What feels like waiting is actually a season of becoming. God is preparing your heart, your mind, and your spirit for the things that are coming your way. And when those things arrive, you will see that you are more than capable of handling them. You will see that every moment of waiting, every moment of doubt was necessary. You will see that God knew exactly what He was doing when He allowed you to wait, when He allowed you to grow, and when He allowed you to develop the strength to endure. In the moments when you feel like you are behind, remember that your journey is your own. There is no need to compare yourself to others. The time that they have spent on their journey is not the same time that you need. Your process is unique. Your destiny is different. And that's something to be grateful for. You are not in competition with anyone else. You are in partnership with God, and He is leading you exactly where you need to go. You might not understand all the steps, and that's okay. It's not about understanding everything now. It's about trusting the process, trusting God's hand in your life, trusting that He sees the bigger picture, even when you can't. Trusting that when the time is right, everything will fall into place. And when it does, you will know that you are never delayed. You are always being prepared for the moment you were destined for. So, as you wait, know that you are not forgotten. You are not being overlooked. God sees you. He knows your heart. He knows your dreams. He knows your struggles, your fears, your frustrations. And He is using this time to build in you everything you need to step into the fullness of your purpose. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. And when your moment arrives, when your breakthrough comes, you will look back and realize that every moment of waiting was worth it. This is not the time to give up. This is the time to trust. This is the time to lean into your faith and know that the delay is not a denial. The delay is divine preparation. It is God doing His work in you so that when the time comes, you will be more than ready to walk into the fullness of what He has for you. Trust the process, trust the timing, and trust the one who is orchestrating everything. The moment you've been waiting for is on the way. It may not be here yet, but it is coming. And when it does, you will know that everything you've been through has been leading to this moment, the moment you were always meant to step into. As you continue to wait, let your heart be at peace. It's easy to be anxious, to question whether God hears your prayers, or if the desires you've been holding close to your heart will ever come to pass. But hear this, He knows your heart, He knows the depth of your longing, and He is working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet see. Every step you take in faith is a step closer to your breakthrough, even if it doesn't feel like it. When the seasons seem to drag, remember that there is purpose in every pause. This pause is not a pause of emptiness, but a pause of divine positioning. God is aligning you with the right people, the right opportunities, and the right circumstances. You might feel alone in your waiting, but you are being set up for something greater than you can imagine. You are being prepared for a shift, a transformation, a time when everything will come together. While it might seem like a delay to you, it is in fact the preparation you need to succeed. It's as if you are being sculpted, carved, and shaped into something beautiful and strong. Like a diamond that must go through intense pressure to reach its full brilliance, you too are being refined in the waiting. And in those moments of doubt, let me remind you, God's plans are never thwarted. They are never delayed. What seems delayed is only the unveiling of something even better than you could have ever planned. When it feels like time is moving too slowly, trust that God is moving things around you, aligning events in your favor even though you can't see it yet. You may not be able to control the clock, but you can trust that God's timing is perfect. What you might be experiencing is a season of patience. And let's be honest, patience can feel like one of the most difficult virtues to cultivate. But in this season, patience is your ally. It is the space where you allow God to mold and prepare you. It is the ground where your trust in Him grows deeper, where your faith gets stretched. And during this time, you are developing the strength to hold on to what is coming, the strength to be ready when your breakthrough arrives. Sometimes it takes the slowing down to make you realize that everything you've gone through has purpose. You are not just walking through life aimlessly, you are being refined. Think of the seed that is planted in the soil. It doesn't sprout instantly, it is buried, hidden in the earth. But underneath the surface, something powerful is happening. The seed is breaking open, stretching, growing roots, becoming something that can stand tall. If the seed gave up during the darkness, it would never reach the light. The same is true for you. The process you are in right now is preparing you to emerge stronger, wiser, and more equipped for the life that is ahead. In every moment of stillness, in every moment of waiting, know that you are becoming. You are becoming the person who is ready for your next chapter. Each day, each step is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to strengthen your heart. What feels like stagnation is in fact a powerful movement in your life. The movement is not always outward or visible to others, but it is deeply personal, internal, and spiritual. If you think about the stories of the great men and women in the Bible, you realize that their greatest achievements didn't happen in a rush. They happened after years of waiting, praying, and trusting. Abraham, for example, waited many years for the fulfillment of God's promise, and even in those years of waiting, God was preparing him. He was testing Abraham's faith, strengthening his character, and building trust in God's timing. The promise didn't come in his time, but it came in God's time, and it was more than Abraham could have imagined. You see, there is nothing that happens in your life by chance. Every delay, every detour, every disappointment is part of the grand design that God is weaving for you. What seems like an obstacle is actually an opportunity for God to reveal His perfect plan. You might feel stuck, but God is working in the unseen, bringing things together in ways you can't understand now. But when the moment arrives, you will know, without a doubt, that everything, every pause, every delay was necessary for you to step into the destiny He has for you. I understand the frustration you may feel, the frustration of seeing others move ahead while you seem to be standing still. But let me assure you, your path is unique. The way that God is leading you is different from anyone else's, and it is exactly how it needs to be. The lessons you are learning right now, the growth you are experiencing, are all preparing you for the perfect timing. When you are ready, everything will fall into place, and you will step into a season of fulfillment, success, and abundance. Patience doesn't mean inaction, though. It means trusting, praying, and believing, even when the circumstances don't seem to align with what you've been waiting for. It means standing firm in your faith, knowing that every step Every moment of waiting is part of the process. You are becoming the person you need to be to handle what is coming. So when it feels like nothing is happening, remember that something powerful is at work inside of you. God is working on you, preparing you to hold the blessing that is coming. There is a peace that comes when you fully trust in God's timing. It is the peace of knowing that you don't have to rush, you don't have to force things to happen. When you trust God, you can rest. You can trust that He is in control and His plan is unfolding exactly as it should. You are not behind, you are not delayed, you are right where you need to be. You are being prepared, refined, and shaped into the person who will walk into their destiny at just the right moment. When you look back on this time, you will see that everything you've experienced has been building up to something greater than you could have imagined. The waiting will not feel like wasted time. It will feel like the crucial time you needed to grow, to learn, and to develop into the person who could receive and steward the blessings that God has in store for you. And when that moment comes, when everything falls into place, you will know without a doubt that God was preparing you the whole time. You weren't delayed, you were being shaped for something extraordinary. And in the fullness of time, you will see that this season was not one of waiting, it was one of becoming. So, stand firm, trust the process. God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating things that you cannot yet see. Your breakthrough is coming. You were not delayed, you were being prepared. Trust in His timing, trust in His plan, and watch as everything aligns perfectly in His perfect time. Remember that you are not stuck and you are not behind. Every moment of waiting is an essential part of the preparation that God is guiding you through. The seasons of pause, though challenging, are not wasted. They are filled with purpose and divine alignment. God is working in ways you cannot yet see, arranging everything around you so that when the time is right, you will step into the fullness of your destiny. Trust in His timing, trust in His plan, and have faith that every delay has been a part of the process of making you ready for the breakthrough that's coming. You are being shaped, strengthened, and refined for something far greater than you could imagine. Your moment is coming, and when it does, you will look back and realize that every moment of waiting, every step you took in faith, was necessary for the beautiful future that God has prepared for you. So do not lose heart. Keep moving forward with trust, with patience, and with the certainty that you are on the right path. Your breakthrough is closer than you think, and when it comes, you will know that you were perfectly prepared for it. You were not delayed. God was preparing you for this moment. There is a place within you, a sacred ground where all things are known, where truth is not something to be sought, but something to be remembered. This place is the source, the root from which all life flows. To be deeply rooted in God is not to look outward for strength, but to recognize that the kingdom of heaven is already within you. Jeremiah 17 speaks of the man who trusts in the Lord, who is like a tree planted by the waters, stretching out its roots to the stream, never fearing the heat, never anxious in drought, always bearing fruit. This is not a lesson about trees. It is a lesson about consciousness. What is this tree that remains unshaken by the storms of life? It is the man whose faith is not swayed by appearances, whose foundation is built upon the unseen reality of God's presence within him. To be deeply rooted in God is to live from the awareness that He is not a distant force, but the very life that moves through you. It is to awaken to the knowing that every thought you hold, every belief you nurture, is like a root extending into the soil of your soul. If you plant your mind in fear, in doubt, in the fleeting instability of the world, then when the drought comes, you will wither. But if you plant yourself in the deep waters of faith, in the unwavering assurance that God is your supply, your strength, your unfailing source, then nothing can shake you. The world will tell you that you must seek security in things, in wealth, in status. But a tree does not cling to the wind. It does not search the sky for sustenance. It draws from within. So must you. The more you turn inward, the more you trust in the eternal presence of God flowing through you, the more unshakable you become. When others fear loss, you will stand firm. When the world trembles with uncertainty, you will remain at peace. For your roots are not in the shifting sands of circumstance, but in the eternal ground of divine truth. To be deeply rooted in God is to no longer be a servant to what the eyes can see. It is to walk by faith, not by sight. It is to know that even when the outer world appears barren, the inner world is abundant. A tree does not bear fruit instantly. It trusts in the unseen work beneath the surface. So must you. In the silence of prayer, in the stillness of your own heart, you cultivate the unseen power of God. You do not rush, you do not fear, for you know that the roots of faith run deep, and in due time the harvest will come. Many will tell you that you are alone, that God is far, that your struggles define you. But the truth is this: God is as close as your own breath, as near as your own thoughts. To be deeply rooted in Him is to remove every thought that suggests separation. It is to reject the lie that you must search for Him, for He is already here. You need not strive, you need not chase, only awaken. Awaken to the knowing that, like the tree beside the waters, you are sustained, you are provided for, you are deeply, eternally, and unshakably held in the hands of God. You are not meant to wander through life uncertain, swayed by every wind of change, nor are you meant to live in fear of tomorrow. The one who is deeply rooted in God understands that faith is not a temporary refuge, but a way of being. It is not something you turn to when times are hard. It is the foundation upon which your life is built. The world will tell you to place your trust in what is seen, to measure your life by external conditions, but the Spirit knows otherwise. It knows that what is seen is only a reflection of what is believed. To be deeply rooted in God is to understand that your reality begins within, that your thoughts are the seeds, and your faith is the soil in which they grow. Jeremiah 17 speaks of a tree planted by the waters, a tree that does not fear the heat, nor is it anxious in drought. That tree does not question whether the waters will continue to flow, nor does it wonder if the sun will rise again. It simply abides in the truth of its being. It knows that it is sustained, nourished, and provided for. This is the state of mind you must cultivate. Do not look at the lack in your life and say, I have nothing. Do not look at your struggles and say, I am weak. For the moment you declare lack, you plant a seed of limitation. The moment you accept fear, you allow the roots of doubt to take hold. But when you declare, God is my source, my provider, my strength, you are planting yourself in the eternal stream of divine abundance. To be deeply rooted in God is to no longer rely on circumstances to dictate your peace. It is to know that peace is already yours, that joy is already yours, that every good thing is already prepared for you. The world will tell you to chase, to struggle, to prove your worth through effort. But the one who trusts in God understands that all is given freely to the one who abides in faith. This is not a call to passivity, but a call to certainty, a call to unwavering trust in the unseen power that moves through you. When you pray, do not pray from a place of lack, begging for what you think you do not have. Pray from a place of assurance, knowing that your prayer is already answered. When you act, do not act from desperation, but from a place of knowing that what is meant for you cannot be lost. A tree that is deeply rooted does not rush its growth. It does not doubt its process. It does not compare itself to the trees around it, wondering if it is growing fast enough or if its branches are strong enough. It simply trusts in the divine order of life. This is how you must live. You must trust that God's plan for you is unfolding perfectly, even when you do not yet see the fruits of your labor. You must trust that every season serves its purpose. There will be times when it seems as though nothing is happening, times when you feel as though you are buried beneath the weight of trials. But understand this: you are not buried, you are being planted. Every difficulty, every challenge, every moment of waiting is preparing you for what is to come. When others crumble under pressure, you will remain steadfast. When others question, you will stand firm. For your foundation is not built upon the shifting sands of circumstances, but upon the rock of divine truth. To be deeply rooted in God is to remain unshaken, to know that the same God who created the heavens and the earth is the same God who dwells within you. And if He is within you, what can stand against you? If He is within you, what is there to fear? Nothing in this world has power over you unless you give it power in your mind. Lack has no power. Fear has no power. Failure has no power. The only power they have is the power you give them through your belief. When you withdraw your belief in limitation and place it fully in the infinite power of God, you become unshakable. You must learn to turn away from appearances and trust in the unseen. The world may tell you that your situation is impossible, that the odds are against you, that you are alone. But faith does not look at the outer world for confirmation. Faith looks within. Do not waver when things do not happen immediately. The seed does not question whether it will become a tree. It simply abides in the truth of its being. So must you abide in the knowing that every promise of God is already fulfilled. The moment you ask, the answer is given. The moment you seek, you have already found. It is not the world that must change, it is your perception of it. To be deeply rooted in God is to live in gratitude before the blessing appears. It is to give thanks, not because you see the answer, but because you know that it is already done. It is to walk with the confidence of one who understands that they are never alone, never forsaken, never without the presence of God. Many people go through life feeling disconnected, searching for meaning, looking for signs that God is with them. But the one who is deeply rooted does not search, he knows. He knows that God is in every breath, in every moment, in every movement of life. He does not beg for signs, for his faith is the sign. He does not wait for proof, for his very existence is proof of the divine. This is the truth that sets you free. The moment you stop searching and start knowing, the moment you stop striving and start trusting, everything changes. You no longer live in fear of what is to come, for you know that all things are working together for your good. You no longer worry about the opinions of others, for your worth is not determined by them. You no longer seek validation, for you are already chosen, already loved, already complete in the eyes of God. The world may not understand you. It may question your confidence. It may doubt your peace. But the tree planted by the waters does not need the approval of the wind. It stands firm, knowing that its roots run deep. There is no force in this world greater than the power of a mind rooted in God. When you understand this, you will no longer react to life, you will create life. You will no longer be a victim of circumstances, you will be a master of them. For to be deeply rooted in God is to know that nothing outside of you has power over you. It is to understand that your life is not determined by what happens to you, but by what happens within you. Change your mind, and your world will change. Align your thoughts with God's truth, and your reality will reflect it. Choose faith over fear, and you will walk in peace. Choose love over doubt, and you will walk in power. Choose trust over struggle, and you will walk in abundance. This is the way of the one who is deeply rooted. This is the path of the unshakable. And when you walk in this way, when you stand in this truth, you will see that nothing was ever missing, nothing was ever lacking, and nothing was ever impossible. For in God, all things are already yours. When you awaken to this truth, you no longer live as one tossed by the waves of circumstance. You become a presence of certainty, of assurance, of divine authority. The deeply rooted do not flinch at adversity. They do not ask, will I be provided for? They do not wonder, will I make it through? For they already know. They know that the one who created them has already gone before them. They know that the provision is already made. The answer is already given. The path is already prepared. They do not need to see it to believe it, for belief itself is the seeing. They do not ask for signs, for faith itself is the greatest sign. The world will tell you that you must struggle, that you must worry, that you must constantly chase after the things you desire. But the one who is deeply rooted does not chase, he attracts. He understands that all things are drawn to him in divine order, that what is meant for him cannot be lost, that what he seeks is already his. The tree planted by the waters does not run after the rain. It knows the rain will come in its season. It does not strive to pull water from the earth. It simply allows its roots to absorb all that is needed. This is the way of the one who walks in faith. There is no desperation, no grasping, no doubt. There is only trust, only certainty, only an unwavering knowing that all is well. You must train your mind to see beyond appearances. The deeply rooted do not react to what their physical eyes perceive. They respond from a place of inner vision. They do not allow the temporary conditions of the world to dictate their inner state. They remain firm, unmoved, unshaken. You may find yourself in a moment of trial, a season of difficulty, a time when the world tells you that you are lacking, but do not be deceived. The roots of the strongest trees grow deeper in the midst of the storm. The pressure does not destroy them, it strengthens them. The opposition does not break them, it causes them to rise. Every challenge you face is not a sign of your weakness, but a reminder of your strength. To be deeply rooted in God is to no longer be ruled by emotions that come and go. It is to no longer be at the mercy of fleeting thoughts. It is to take dominion over your mind, over your spirit, over your entire being. It is to say, I am not what the world says I am. I am not what my circumstances suggest. I am what God says I am. And what does God say? That you are chosen, that you are complete, that you are abundant, that you are victorious. If this is the truth, then there is no room for fear. If this is the truth, then there is no room for doubt. The deeply rooted are not moved by the opinions of others. They are not swayed by the noise of the world. Their foundation is in something far greater, far deeper, far more unshakable than human understanding. You must learn to trust the unseen. Faith is not believing only when things are clear. It is knowing even when nothing seems to be happening. The seed beneath the soil does not see the sun, but it knows it is there. It does not see the rain, but it knows it will come. And so it grows. It stretches, it strengthens. It pushes through the darkness, not because it sees the light, but because it trusts that the light is waiting for it. This is how you must live. Do not let what you see with your physical eyes discourage you. The delay is not a denial. The waiting is not a punishment. It is preparation. It is strengthening. It is deepening your roots so that when the time comes for you to rise, you will not be shaken. Many will fall away because their faith was shallow. They will trust when things are easy, but the moment the storm comes, they will wither. Their roots were not deep enough. They relied on what they could see, what they could touch, what they could understand. But the one who is deeply rooted knows that faith is beyond logic, beyond reason, beyond the limits of the human mind. It is an unshakable, unwavering knowing that no matter what comes, no matter what goes, no matter what changes, God remains the same. And if He remains the same, then your victory remains the same. Your peace remains the same. Your abundance remains the same. To be deeply rooted in God is to be so certain in His promises that nothing can make you question them. It is to know that you are not waiting for things to change, you are already changed. You are not waiting for blessings to come, you are already blessed. You are not waiting for an answer, you are the answer. When you walk in this truth, doors open before you. Not because you forced them open, but because you aligned yourself with the reality that they were never closed to begin with. The world may say you must strive, you must push, you must prove yourself. But the one who is deeply rooted knows that all is given freely, that grace is abundant, that provision is already made. There is a stillness in the deeply rooted, a peace that surpasses understanding, a confidence that cannot be shaken. They do not run to and fro, seeking validation, seeking approval, seeking certainty in external things. They carry certainty within them. They do not need the world to affirm their worth, for they already know they are worthy. They do not need signs and wonders to prove God's presence, for they live in the presence of God at all times. This is the state of being you must cultivate. a life of unwavering trust, a life of complete surrender, a life of knowing beyond all doubt that you are held, that you are guided, that you are deeply rooted in the eternal truth. Let the world be unstable, let the opinions of others change, let circumstances shift. None of it moves you, for your roots go deeper than the surface. Your foundation is stronger than the winds of change. Your life is not built on the uncertainty of the world, but on the certainty of divine truth. And when you stand in that truth, when you fully embrace it, you will see that nothing was ever missing, nothing was ever lacking, and nothing was ever against you. For in God all things are already yours. When we consider the idea of being deeply rooted in God, we must begin by understanding the power and necessity of being firmly grounded in Him. In a world that constantly changes, where external circumstances are unpredictable and fleeting, the one constant we can rely on is the foundation we build in God. Jeremiah 17 provides a profound reflection on this theme, offering insight into how we can remain anchored, unshaken, and steadfast even in the most challenging time. In Jeremiah 17:7-8, it says, "Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in Him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes, its leaves are always green, it has no worries in a year of drought and never fails to bear fruit." This is a powerful image. The tree that is planted by the water represents a person whose faith and trust in God are unshakable. The roots of such a tree grow deep, drawing from a source that never runs dry, regardless of the circumstances around it. This is the essence of what it means to be deeply rooted in God, finding a secure place in Him that sustains and nourishes us, no matter what life brings. Trusting in God is not just about believing in His existence or acknowledging His power. It goes deeper than that. It's about placing your whole being, your heart, your mind, your soul, into His care. The trust that Jeremiah speaks of is the kind of trust that lets go of control and hands over every concern, every fear, every desire, and every pain to God, knowing He is more than capable of handling it. To be deeply rooted in God is to surrender fully to His will. We see in the verse that the tree does not fear when heat comes or when there is drought. It does not shrink away from difficult seasons, but rather its roots grow deeper. When we trust in God, we develop this resilience. Challenges, hardships, and trials do not define us or break us, because we are drawing strength from an unshakable source. This relationship of trust with God is one that requires daily effort and commitment. Just as a tree doesn't stop growing its roots after one season, neither should we. Every day we must continue to cultivate our trust in God, allowing His word and His promises to take root deeper in our hearts. This involves spending time in prayer, meditating on Scripture, and reflecting on the countless times God has shown His faithfulness in our lives. We must remember that the deeper our roots go, the stronger our foundation becomes. Jeremiah 17:9 tells us, "The heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it?" This verse highlights a crucial reality. Our own hearts are prone to wandering. Our natural tendency is to trust in ourselves, in our own understanding, and in the temporary things of this world. Our emotions, desires, and ambitions can easily pull us away from God's path. The world often tempts us to build our roots in things that are shallow, like material wealth, power, or fame. But these things will eventually fade. They cannot provide the lasting nourishment and stability that only God can offer. The key, therefore, is to surrender our hearts to God's control and allow His truth to reshape our inner lives. Being deeply rooted in God involves continuously renewing our minds and aligning our thoughts with His Word. This transformation is not always easy, and at times it requires the humility to admit when we've strayed from the path and the courage to return to Him. God's promise is that those who trust in Him will flourish like the tree planted by the water. The tree's leaves are always green, symbolizing spiritual vitality and ongoing growth. Its fruit bearing never ceases, signifying that when we remain rooted in God, we produce good fruit. fruit that reflects His love, His kindness, His patience, and His peace. This is the outward evidence of an inward transformation. In times of trial, being deeply rooted in God provides us with the strength to stand firm. Just as the tree remains unaffected by the heat and drought, so too can we endure the seasons of life that seem harsh. It's during these moments that our roots are tested. If we are not deeply connected to the source, the heat of challenges will cause us to wither. But if we remain connected to God, our roots in Him will allow us to thrive even in difficult times. When we face the inevitable difficulties of life, we can hold on to the truth that God is our provider and sustainer. He has promised to meet our needs, to walk with us through trials, and to uphold us with His righteous right hand. His faithfulness is unwavering, and His love for us is constant. The key to being deeply rooted in God is to anchor ourselves in these promises and trust that He will never leave us or forsake us, no matter what comes our way. As we grow in our relationship with God, we also grow in our ability to discern His voice. Jeremiah 17:10 says, "I, the Lord, search the heart and examine the mind to reward each person according to their conduct, according to what their deeds deserve." God knows us intimately. He understands our hearts, our thoughts, and our motives. When we are rooted in God, we become more sensitive to His leading and more willing to follow His guidance. Our desire becomes to please Him, to reflect His character, and to walk in His will. A tree planted by the water does not struggle to grow. It simply receives what it needs to thrive. Likewise, when we are deeply rooted in God, we don't need to strive or force things to happen. God's presence in our lives is what enables us to grow and bear fruit. The more we lean into Him, the more His life flows through us. This is not something we can manufacture or achieve on our own. It's a work of God's grace. Our responsibility is to remain connected to the source and allow His Spirit to do the work in us. Being deeply rooted in God also means trusting in His timing. In seasons of waiting, it can be easy to become anxious or discouraged, especially when things are not moving as quickly as we would like. But God's timing is perfect. He knows exactly when we need to be pruned, when we need to grow, and when we need to bear fruit. Just as a tree goes through seasons of dormancy, so too do we. During these times, we must trust that God is at work in us, preparing us for what lies ahead. We may not always see the immediate results, but we can trust that God is cultivating something beautiful in our lives. Furthermore, being deeply rooted in God involves cultivating a heart of gratitude. The tree that is planted by the water is not only sustained by the water, but also thrives in its environment. When we recognize the goodness of God in all things, we begin to develop a heart that is grateful for His provision, His guidance, and His constant presence in our lives. Gratitude transforms our perspective and keeps us focused on the blessings that surround us, even in difficult circumstances. When we remain rooted in God, our lives become a testimony to His goodness. People around us will notice the peace we have, the strength we possess, and the fruit we bear. In a world that is often shaken and unstable, we become a beacon of light, pointing others to the unshakable foundation that is found in God. Our lives can serve as an example of what it means to trust in God, to find our identity in Him, and to be firmly rooted in His love. To be deeply rooted in God is not a one-time event. It is a continuous process. It requires intentionality, commitment, and perseverance. It requires the willingness to go deeper in our faith, to surrender more of ourselves to Him, and to trust Him with every area of our lives. But the reward is immeasurable. A life of peace, joy, strength, and fruitfulness. Like the tree planted by the water, we can endure the storms, grow in seasons of drought, and bear fruit that brings glory to God. As we take these steps, let us remember the words of Jeremiah 17:7-8. Blessed are those who trust in the Lord and whose confidence is in Him. We are called to be like that tree, rooted, strong, and steadfast. No matter what the world throws at us, we can remain unshaken because we are rooted in God and in Him we have everything we need to thrive. As we continue to reflect on the imagery presented in Jeremiah 17, it's essential to recognize that the tree planted by the water does not just endure, it thrives. The seasons of life may bring challenges, hardships, and trials, but when we are deeply rooted in God, we have the resilience and strength to not only survive, but to grow stronger through each test. The tree's roots dig deeper into the soil during drought, and similarly, our faith in God deepens when we encounter difficulties. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to strengthen our trust in Him and grow in our spiritual walk. The deep roots of the tree symbolize a relationship with God that is not superficial or dependent on circumstances. Our relationship with Him should not be one that is contingent on our circumstances being favorable. When we are deeply rooted in God, our faith is unwavering, not because the situation is easy, but because we know the one who holds our future. Jeremiah reminds us that those who trust in the Lord are not shaken by external circumstances, because their confidence lies in the eternal, unchanging God. To deepen our roots in God, we must cultivate a constant awareness of His presence in our lives. It's easy to get distracted by the noise and busyness of the world, but when we keep our eyes fixed on God and continually invite Him into our lives, we begin to experience the peace and stability that come from being connected to Him. This awareness requires discipline. Just as a tree's roots grow deeper through seasons of growth and stretching, we too must stretch ourselves spiritually through regular prayer, worship, and meditation on His Word. These practices nourish our souls, drawing us closer to God and helping us grow in wisdom and understanding. When we are rooted in God, we also become more resilient to the effects of negative influences. The world will try to pull us away from our faith, just as storms and winds threaten to uproot a tree. But when our roots are firmly planted in the soil of God's Word and His promises, we have the strength to resist the temptation to drift away. External pressures may come, but our foundation remains secure. The storms of life may shake us, but they will never defeat us, because we stand firm on the unshakable ground of God's truth. The process of deepening our roots in God is not a quick or easy one, but it is a lifelong journey. Just as a tree does not instantly grow to its full height or strength, our spiritual growth is gradual and ongoing. There will be seasons of growth, but also seasons of pruning. In John 15, Jesus speaks of the vine and the branches, saying that God the gardener prunes the branches that bear fruit, so that they may bear even more fruit. Pruning is not easy, but it is necessary for growth. Sometimes God allows us to go through seasons of difficulty or challenge to prune away the things in our lives that are preventing us from growing fully in Him. These experiences refine our character and increase our dependence on God. A tree planted by the water also symbolizes consistency. A tree does not stop growing when the weather changes. It continues to send its roots deeper and its branches higher. In the same way, our spiritual lives must remain consistent, even when we face challenges. We should not allow our commitment to God to waver. Just as a tree grows steadily over time, so too must our walk with God deepen and mature steadily. We should not only grow in seasons of abundance, but also in times of difficulty, knowing that our roots are being strengthened and our faith is being tested. The consistency of the tree is also a reminder that we must remain connected to our source of strength, God. The tree does not get its nourishment from the air or the leaves. It gets it from the roots that are planted in the ground, where they draw water and nutrients. Similarly, we must remain deeply connected to God through our relationship with Him. The moment we disconnect from God, we begin to wither, just as a tree that is uprooted will begin to die. But as we stay connected to the source, we receive everything we need for spiritual health and vitality. In times of drought or difficulty, the tree does not wither, and neither should we when we face life's challenges. God's faithfulness to us is constant, and when we are deeply rooted in Him, we can stand firm, knowing that He will provide what we need. Even when it feels like nothing is happening or the answers are not coming, we can trust that God is at work behind the scenes. Just as a tree's roots continue to grow and spread even when it appears to be dormant, so too is God working in our lives even when we cannot see it. Our trust in Him during these times will help our roots grow deeper and our faith become stronger. The promise in Jeremiah 17:7-8 is clear. Those who trust in the Lord will flourish. Their lives will be marked by fruitfulness, peace, and stability, regardless of the external circumstances. A life deeply rooted in God will bear the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. This fruit not only nourishes us, but also blesses those around us. Our lives become a reflection of God's goodness, and we are able to share His love and grace with others. Being deeply rooted in God also involves trusting Him with our future. Just as the tree does not worry about what will happen tomorrow, we too should place our trust in God's perfect plan for our lives. We don't need to fear the unknown or be anxious about the future, because we know that God holds our lives in His hands. He is the one who directs our paths, and He will lead us through every season of life. We must learn to rest in the assurance that God is in control and that His plans for us are good. As we continue to deepen our roots in God, we will experience the fullness of His love and peace. We will find strength in times of weakness, hope in times of despair, and joy in times of sorrow. The more we remain connected to God, the more we will experience the abundant life that Jesus promises. We will become like that tree, firmly rooted, deeply nourished, and continually growing. To be deeply rooted in God is a lifelong pursuit. It requires intentionality, perseverance, and a willingness to trust God even when we don't understand. But the reward is worth it. Our lives will be marked by peace, joy, and fruitfulness. We will become a living testimony of God's faithfulness, and our roots will grow deeper with each passing season. May we continue to seek God with all our hearts, remain firmly planted in His love, and trust that He will lead us through every season of life, sustaining us and helping us to thrive in His presence. As we look at the profound message of being deeply rooted in God, it's important to understand that our spiritual foundation is what sustains us, particularly when life becomes turbulent. The nature of storms and difficulties is that they come suddenly, sometimes without warning, and sometimes they stretch on longer than we anticipated. Just like the tree planted by the water, we are not immune to life's trials. But when we are grounded in God, our ability to weather these storms becomes unwavering. This steadfastness comes from a deep sense of trust in His sovereignty. We may not always understand why things happen the way they do, but we know that God's ways are higher than ours, and His wisdom surpasses our own. There are moments in life when we may feel overwhelmed by circumstances, but when we are rooted in God, we experience a peace that transcends understanding. It's the kind of peace that doesn't make sense from a human perspective, because it comes from knowing that no matter what happens, God is in control. A tree doesn't fight the storm, it simply stands firm, rooted in the soil with an unshakable connection to its source of life. Similarly, we must learn to stand firm in the face of adversity, knowing that we are deeply connected to God, our source, and nothing can ultimately uproot us from His love and care. One of the greatest benefits of being deeply rooted in God is the fruit we produce in our lives. A tree, as it grows, produces fruit for others to enjoy. Similarly, when we are firmly grounded in God's Word and in His presence, we not only find ourselves nourished, but we also become a source of nourishment to those around us. Our lives become a witness to the goodness and faithfulness of God. When we experience His peace, joy, and love, it overflows into the lives of others. Those around us begin to notice something different: our calmness in chaos, our joy in the midst of sorrow, our hope when the world seems hopeless. And in this we bear fruit for God's kingdom. The roots of the tree also represent our ability to grow in strength and character over time. Strength does not come overnight. It is built gradually, through challenges and triumphs, and through the consistent trust we place in God. Each time we face a difficulty, it's an opportunity for growth. Each challenge is an invitation to go deeper in our trust and dependence on God. As we lean on Him and press into His promises, we find ourselves becoming more resilient, more compassionate, and more patient. In essence, we grow stronger as we allow God to mold us in His image. But how do we ensure that our roots continue to deepen and that we are consistently nourished by God? It requires intentionality. A tree doesn't just grow on its own, it needs the right conditions. Similarly, we must create the right environment for our spiritual growth. Spending time in God's Word, meditating on His promises, and remaining in constant communication with Him through prayer are essential practices for deepening our roots. Just as the tree's roots spread out in search of water, we must seek God relentlessly, desiring to be more deeply rooted in His love and truth. It's not a one-time act, but a daily decision to commit ourselves to Him and trust in His guidance. In addition to personal discipline, we must also remember the importance of community. Trees don't grow in isolation. Often, a grove of trees provides mutual support as their roots intertwine beneath the surface. Similarly, as Christians, we are not meant to walk this journey alone. Our spiritual growth is nurtured in community, where we encourage one another, bear each other's burdens, and pray for one another. When we are part of a community of believers, we draw strength from one another, and our roots grow even deeper in the shared experience of God's love and grace. When we are deeply rooted in God, we begin to understand that the purpose of our lives is not simply about surviving or enduring, but about flourishing. God desires for us to live abundant lives, full of His love, His peace, and His joy. He doesn't promise that life will be easy, but He does promise that we can bear fruit no matter the season. Whether we are in a season of abundance or a season of drought, we have access to the living water that sustains us. As we remain rooted in Him, we are able to bear fruit that will last, fruit that will impact others and bring glory to God's name. Furthermore, the idea of being deeply rooted in God speaks to the deep transformation that takes place in our lives when we allow Him to take control. A tree doesn't change its nature, it simply grows according to the conditions around it. In the same way, when we align ourselves with God's will, we begin to reflect His nature more and more. The more we surrender to Him, the more He shapes us to reflect His love, patience, kindness, and strength. Our roots become the foundation for His work in our lives, and through us, the world will see His transformative power. One of the most beautiful aspects of a tree planted by water is its consistency. Seasons may change, but the tree remains faithful to its purpose. Similarly, when we are rooted in God, we are not swayed by the changing circumstances of life. We stand firm because our confidence is not in our circumstances, but in the eternal God who never changes. Just as the tree bears fruit in every season, so too will our lives produce fruit in every season. No matter what we face, we can be confident that we will bear good fruit, because we are rooted in the One who is faithful to nourish us. The tree's ability to thrive despite drought or storm is a testament to the power of resilience and trust in God. It teaches us that even when life feels hard, when the storms of doubt and fear threaten to overwhelm us, we can still stand strong. Our roots, planted firmly in God's love and truth, are our foundation. We don't have to fear what's coming next, because we know that God is with us. He is our source of strength, and when we are rooted in Him, nothing can take us down. In the same way, the tree planted by the water doesn't rely on its own strength to survive. It depends on the source of life it's connected to. Similarly, we must continually depend on God for our strength, wisdom, and provision. We don't have to rely on our own understanding or strength. When we allow ourselves to be completely dependent on Him, we allow His power to work in us, transforming us into vessels of His love and grace. And just as the tree draws its life from the water, we draw our life from God, the living water, who never runs dry. So as we reflect on Jeremiah 17, let us commit to being deeply rooted in God. Let us allow His word to nourish us, His presence to strengthen us, and His love to transform us. When we do, we will stand firm in every season, bearing fruit that blesses others, and living the abundant life He promises. In every trial, in every joy, in every moment, let us remember that we are firmly rooted in the one who holds us, sustains us, and will never let us go. When we truly understand the depth of being rooted in God, we come to realize that it's not about striving or achieving for our own glory, but about surrendering to His will. In the same way that a tree's roots don't have to struggle to stay in the soil, we don't have to work tirelessly to make our lives fruitful when we are deeply connected to God. The work, the effort, the struggle we may face is not our own, but rather the expression of God's work within us. Our only task is to remain rooted, to abide in Him, to trust that He is doing the work, and to rely on His strength. This is where peace enters our hearts. When we stop trying to control everything, when we cease striving and simply trust that God is in control, we begin to experience His peace that surpasses understanding. Just as a tree in the forest doesn't concern itself with the changing seasons, we too are not meant to be consumed with anxiety over what the future holds. God's plans for us are greater than anything we could imagine. And as long as we remain rooted in Him, we can walk with confidence, knowing that He will guide us every step of the way. The beauty of being deeply rooted in God is that it also means we are in communion with Him. Just as a tree's roots intertwine with the soil, connecting it to water and nutrients, we are meant to be connected to God through prayer, worship, and His Word. It's in this connection that we find our sustenance. We draw from Him all that we need, our strength, our hope, our wisdom, our joy. When we disconnect from Him, when we stop seeking His presence, we begin to dry up. But when we remain in Him, we are like that tree planted by water, constantly refreshed, constantly nourished, constantly growing. Our roots are not just for our survival, but for our thriving. The deeper we go into God, the more we grow in our faith. Just as a tree's roots go deep into the earth, finding the necessary nutrients to produce healthy fruit, we too must go deep into God's Word and into prayer to sustain our spiritual growth. The more we dig into His promises, the more we are nourished. The more we meditate on His truths, the more our hearts are transformed. This deep connection allows us to bear fruit, not just in the good seasons of life, but in the difficult ones as well. In moments of struggle, we may be tempted to question whether we are truly rooted. The storms of life may come, and we may wonder if we have the strength to withstand them. But that's when our roots in God are most important. They are not just there for the sunny days. They are meant to anchor us during the storms. When the winds of doubt blow and the rains of fear pour, our roots are what keep us grounded. They remind us that no matter what happens, God is with us. The strength to stand firm does not come from our own power, but from the one who sustains us. Being rooted in God also means that we begin to understand that our lives are part of something much larger than ourselves. Just as a tree in a forest is part of a greater ecosystem, so too are we part of God's divine plan. When we are rooted in Him, we not only benefit ourselves, but also those around us. Our lives, when firmly planted in His love, become a source of blessing to others. People will see the fruit of our lives, our kindness, our patience, our joy, our peace, and they will be drawn to the source of that fruit, which is God. We are living testimonies of His goodness, and our deep roots in Him make us conduits of His blessings. This is the beauty of being rooted in God. It's not a solitary endeavor. Just as trees are often part of a forest, we are part of the body of Christ. We were not meant to grow alone, but to grow together. Our roots connect with the roots of others in the body, strengthening one another, supporting one another, and growing together in Christ. It's through our unity in Him that we see the fullness of His purpose for our lives. As we draw from His strength, we are able to encourage and uplift each other, creating a community that reflects His love and His power. Being deeply rooted in God means we are also anchored in hope. The world may seem uncertain and circumstances may shift, but the hope we have in God is unshakable. When our roots are deep in Him, our hope is secure because our confidence is not in the fleeting things of this world, but in the eternal promises of God. His word is true and His faithfulness endures forever. Our roots in Him anchor us in that hope, keeping us steady no matter what challenges come our way. There is also a beautiful truth in the fact that the deeper a tree's roots grow, the taller and more expansive it can grow above the surface. Similarly, the deeper our roots go in God, the more we grow in His likeness. The more we know Him, the more His love and grace will overflow in our lives. We begin to bear more fruit, and we become a reflection of His glory. Our lives become a living testimony of His goodness, and the world around us is blessed as a result. One thing that stands out when considering the depth of being rooted in God is that the process is ongoing. Just as a tree continually grows and spreads its roots, so too must we continue to deepen our relationship with God. It's not a one-time act, but a daily choice to remain in Him, to abide in His presence, and to trust in His leading. The deeper we go, the more we discover about His love, His grace, and His power. There is always more to learn, more to experience, more to understand, and the deeper we go, the more we become like Him. Being deeply rooted in God is a life-changing journey. It transforms us from the inside out, making us more resilient, more peaceful, more loving, and more like Christ. As we allow our roots to go deeper into Him, we begin to experience the abundant life He promises. We become the trees planted by water, unshaken by the storms, flourishing in every season, and producing fruit that blesses not only ourselves but those around us. As we continue to cultivate our roots in God, we can trust that He is always with us. He is our constant source of nourishment, and in Him we lack nothing. His word is the water that nourishes us, His Spirit is the wind that strengthens us, and His love is the soil in which we grow. No matter what comes our way, we are deeply rooted in Him, and that is enough. It is through this deep connection with God that we can truly live a life of purpose, peace, and fruitfulness, fulfilling the calling He has placed on our lives. Being deeply rooted in God is not a passive state, but an active, ongoing process of trust, surrender, and connection. Just as a tree's roots anchor it firmly to the earth, our faith in God grounds us, providing us with the strength and resilience needed to withstand the storms of life. When we root ourselves in His Word, His love, and His presence, we tap into an unshakable foundation that nourishes and sustains us through every season. The deeper we go into God, the more we grow, not only in strength and faith, but also in love and service to others. Our lives become a living testimony of His goodness, and our deep connection to Him transforms us into vessels of His blessings. We are not meant to thrive alone. We are called to grow together, supporting and encouraging one another as part of the body of Christ. As we continue to allow our roots to deepen in Him, we are reminded that God's plans for us are greater than anything we could imagine. He is always with us, providing what we need, guiding us through every challenge, and filling us with His peace. When we remain rooted in Him, we will bear lasting fruit, and our lives will reflect His glory to the world. Let us commit each day to plant ourselves deeper in His love, to trust in His provision, and to rely on His strength. For it is in being deeply rooted in God that we will truly flourish, bearing fruit that blesses not just ourselves but those around us, and fulfilling the divine purpose He has set before us.